Hey yo, growing up, had to see my mother in pain. She came to this land, make sure it's not in vain. Yo, what's the name? I had to switch it to J to assimilate to this American place. Hey yo, another rat in the race. We get the cheese, but we still trapped in a maze. I be rapping amazed, thinking back on all the ways that my family changed. Yo, a different day, a new age. The generation gap got me filling the page. What a shame, I was embarrassed by my own parents. Kids of immigrants pay hidden fees, your own tariff. Yo, that's your cross, so go and bear it. Out here imitating other cultures like a parrot. Yeah, now it's ironic how we break caste to find the kind of bond we can make last. Hey yo, I think I'm lost in translation, coming to and from the land of the plantations. Yo, in this American nation, your motherland, just another damn vacation. Yo, my people lost in translation, coming to and from the land of the plantations. Yo, in this American nation, you only see your motherland if you can't make it. It's so degrading every day when you're negotiating your identity. I'm having trouble concentration. Double conscious nation got me hating on my place and my people's culture. The only thing that's ever tracing the lines back to India. But yo, now we racing to be replacing all of that with sophistication. Learned it from the English nation. Westernization, we learned the game well, so we gain what we taking. It's like they say you can't beat him, then you join him. From a coolie to a cool G. Yo, they coining these phrases, rhetorical tools of the racist, fucking up your homeostasis. What the case is, the souls of brown folk never made a noise, but we trapped up in the same web like Du Bois now. Yeah, shout out to all the scholars out there breaking it down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but for me, it all started with the word, the spoken word.
Lost like prey to a spider twisted in prayer, tied up, contorted for consuming bland pallets fitted around barbed wire, choking culture, and it's never been permitted. But duality can sometimes be so limited to the imagination or stagnation of the mind, evolving into remnants of something once familiar but different. This distance we place from home to ancestor festers in the middle of dissonance, mass marketed and distributed.
Yo, I think I'm lost in translation, coming to and from the land of the plantation. Yo, in this American nation, your motherland, just another damn vacation. Yo, my language lost in translation, coming to and from the land of the plantations. Yo, in this American nation, you only see your motherland if you can't make it. Yo, my language lost in translation. Yeah, and shout out to Asha, my homegirl. She's a poet, she spit that spoken word piece. Yeah. Hey yo, I'm lost in translation, coming to and from the land of the plantations. In this American nation, you only see your motherland if you can't make it. Hey, shout out to everybody out there struggling, you know what I'm saying? Working their way through, trying to figure out their history. Maybe they don't know it, maybe it was erased through a process of colonization. Maybe you gotta rediscover it, you know? Shout out to you, trying to find that.
Go ahead.
Salud.
Yeah. I was thinking life sucks and hit an all-time low, and that's when I seen her standing in the front row. The L word ain't lust, it's the way that I feel. When I see her face to face, it be giving me chills. I got lines for the ladies that they listen and they laugh. Mate, brew your boyfriend, you getting bubble baths. Mine was 7, her lucky number 11. Lessons would learn without seconds, without words. She was a Leo, hair length, long legs, short and thick. Definitely on my level, homegirl represents. My ex-girls wouldn't let me lint in they pocket. Liberated, once you wanna chronic. The L word, without it you could be a little lonely. The L word, till you got some you can loan me. Thinking life sucks, hit an all-time low. And that's when I seen her standing in the front row like time that I spend and share can be limited. My lifestyle in the limelight on some different shit. My love is long lasting, even on some long distance shit. Her favorite place to be kissing the rain on her lips. Lyrics for lollipops, she probably wanna lick. Too much liquor in the living, call it love sick. Lullaby, listen to a stomach full of butterflies. Find what I had for me, it took a lifetime. She liked the fact I'm more global than local. Like the fact at times I could be loco, the crazy type. My girl, she's so ladylike. We go together like lobster and lasagna. Literally, we be sharing food at the diner. She defines the L word, being that she's loyal, and that alone calls for a shot of Crown Royal. Committed, lost in the on my heart beating through the speaker.
I know it's hard and you're losing your faith. The struggle never ends. You gotta learn how to dance in the rain. The sun will raise again. If you wanna grow, gotta go through the pain and the strife. For the day to the night, just take a look inside. Turn your pain into power. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. I wanna know how. I mean, what am I missing? Got nothing to show now, and I'm still on my mission. Stuck in my ways, saying I'm fine, knowing that nothing is really alright. If I reach out, will you grab my hand? I just wanna make sure that you understand that I don't trust nothing. I've never had no one guide me to need me to tell me I'm something. So now that you're here, holding the mirror, I see my reflection a little more clear. It's hard and you're losing your faith. The struggle never ends. You gotta learn how to dance in the rain. The sun will raise again. If you wanna grow, gotta go through the pain and the strife. For the day to the night, just take a look inside. Turn your pain into power. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Speak up, rise up, I know it's rough. You've had enough, just keep your faith. You can't go on, everything's wrong. I know you're strong, you'll be okay. I got faith, but mental anguish. Fire burning, got me yearning for something. But like a phoenix, I'ma rise from the ashes, and I'ma take this pain and turn it into passion. And when I feel like I'm losing my soul, like being dead and gone is better than the pain that I hold. I'ma hold my head high, I'm somebody's mama. Parents never gave up, so let me be their daughter. Shine my light when nothing is good. When I say that life is worth it, I just hope I'm understood. It's hard and you're losing your faith. The struggle never ends. You gotta learn how to dance in the rain. The sun will raise again. If you wanna grow, gotta go through the pain and the strife. For the day to the night, just take a look inside. Turn your pain into power. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Speak up, rise up, I know it's rough. You've had enough, just keep your faith. You can't go on, everything's wrong. I know you're strong, you'll be okay. Speak up, rise up, I know it's rough. You've had enough, just keep your faith. You can't go on, everything's wrong. I know you're strong, you'll be okay.
Come on. I am radiant, true embodiment, pure love, infinite, born into form from a universe of elements, created in biochemical intelligence, intimate, elegant, sentient, benevolent, electrical ambiance, maintenance, residence, planet Earth, evidence, granite verse, estimates, testaments, beware of false prophets, analogous of fake investments and settlements. I share the boss office, administrating metaphysical magnificence, making significant differences with my inferences and sentences. I'm in this for or princesses and that predicament. This is irrelevant within the embellishment of omnipotent. Ride like a stampede of elephants through the jungles of ignorance. The images are diligent, militant, brilliant, resilient instances. When the demon diminishes, new white world supremacy order finishes. Michael Hakim, dragon slayer for his eminence. I ride for the most high with a vengeance, defeating negativity, protecting the innocent. Rise and shine, my loved ones. There's more to life than drug runs. Break bread, drink wine, take heads, make time for the wise and wide above none. Just rise and shine, my loved one. There's more to life than just guns. You are pure jewelry, why care for what you possess in yourself? But your fury is independent, thinking no one else will let this glory. And the negative, I'll expect it with the assuring, more in adoring your jury be shine. Go blinded to the eye to burn the soul of them divine. Evil and all miss who take our peace of mind, resist them every time you polish and you prime me listed for the front line. Many injury, turn of the century. Nine either overachiever, receive of evil, just so wise. Of original, civilized, mankind believers were able to be saved from the cradle to the grave. Don't label me a slave, however you see me behave. Engraved line wizard won't pass up go amongst the swine. Take to 100 years to cultivate nature this high pine. Waters deep through the valley to the mountain peak. You're the garnet coming from Mozambique. Burmese will be burner to doobie booby trapped by these streets. Full court gemstone teeth. Dance nighttime beneath. Lift off platinum skin. Place light from flashy. Jazz down beat. Requests made by some outcasts. The title of recital could have been London Boo. Both fast hearts and this attempt to set cashmere sapphire. Brazilian amethyst. Gemology analysts admire the flawless purity, clarity, color, clarity, cut. Your pure jewelry. Pure jewelry. Why kill for what you possess in yourself? Use independent, thinking no one else. No negative, I'll accept figure well. Pure jewelry. No negative, I'll accept figure well. Pure jewelry. Pure jewelry. Yeah. Woo. Come on.
Let's go. Passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, my team is vicious. I'm a sniper with addiction vision. Never doubled you in trouble if you fucking with us. Play your position. If you out of that shit, you should nip it. Might be tripping if you thinking you got pots of pissing. Cause a with shooters that'll cop a witness. Fucking gifted and you know that you could come and get it. Got a sickness and I think that it's embedded headed to an early grave without the money made. Cause all the money made makes every man a slave. Please don't sell your soul, that is not the goal. They want the mind control, they'll never let it go. Passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, my team is vicious, I'm a sniper with addiction vision.
In the time that it seems they don't believe in your dreams, just follow your heart, do it passionately. They gon' follow your seed, but ultimately do it for you. Spread love, knowledge, and truth. Never get lost in the flaws of another's loss. The cause recollect is never worth the lost cause to draw. At time they taunt when you get that non-response. Keep focused, cause on the real it's all blase and blood. Time is what you make it, let the God of wisdom guide you. Elders for a reason, cherish what they provide you. And honesty with self, because life imprisonment. Your focus needs more focus, gotta master diligence. Practice what you preach to peace, teach and they teach to plant seed. The true seed is the harvest. Abolish their ignorance, revive that real penmanship. Make change that's evident through hip-hop intelligence.
Passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, passion, no filler, killer on the mission. Listen, passion, no filler, killer on the mission. My team is vicious, I'm a typer with the addiction vision. I'm a sniper with the vision. I'm a sniper with the vision. Listen, listen. I'm a sniper with the vision. Listen, listen. I'm a patiently waiting and racing for my position. My own worst critic, I don't need your submission. Collision courts can't afford bad decisions. Work with what's given, call this a tradition. LIE, now we ain't left jet, bring forth the best MCs. Still post red, long 16, now it's time to collect. Never put myself first with a squad in effect. Odds stack against me, I tend to bench press. Shit hits a phantom in the thick of the mess. So when I'm gone, someone will get this shit correct. You will never break this man, put him to the test. Bless gets on the quest, I destroy your whole set. Make you reconsider all the time that you invest. By all means, I mean no disrespect. I take this work serious, no time to half step. No time to half step. Take this work serious, no time to half step. Don't half step in life, y'all. Let's go.
That's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. Now don't be mad. Got you wishing that you had me bad. That's my new flex, boy. And I must confess, boy, mean no disrespect. I just had to run it back for my flex, my new flex, boy. That's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. With my new flex, boy. Flex, that's my flex, boy. Move on to the next, boy. That's my flex, my flex, my new flex, boy. Yeah, one time for the flex, boy. So cute, so fine, he the best, boy. He do me right, hold me down and treat me nice. Buy me everything I like, it don't matter what the price. With my flex, my new flex, boy. Rolling in my ride. I updated, had to upgrade it. I was done waiting on you. You could've had it, I'm through with that. And now tell me what you gon' do when I pull up with my flex, boy. That's my new boo. I'm sorry, not sorry. So much better without you. That's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. Now don't be mad. Got you wishing that you had me bad. That's my new flex, boy. And I must confess, boy, mean no disrespect. I just had to run it back on my flex, my new flex, boy. That's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. With my new flex, boy. Flex, that's my flex, boy. Move on to the next, boy. That's my flex, my yeah. Flex boy, better than the rest, boy. Yes, boy. You just passed the test, boy. Calling me the queen, pay
paying your respects, boy. Yeah, you're talking like you want it, but I'm like, say less, boy. I had a man, but I couldn't stand it. He couldn't handle my pride. I'm shining out, and I tell you how I got flex, boy, in my ride. That's my vibe, that's my type. Call me Bonnie, that's my Clyde. I'm down for my baby. Yeah, that's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. Now don't be mad. Got you wishing that you had me back. That's my new flex, boy. And I must confess, boy, mean no disrespect. I just had to run it back for my flex, my new flex, boy. That's my new flex, boy. Put up on my ex, boy. With my new flex, boy, flex, that's my flex, boy. Move on to the next, boy. That's my new flex, boy. That's my flex, my new flex, boy. Thank you so much, you guys.
Just bounce. Everybody just bounce. I'm here representing Tinland, California. We're gonna talk about mental health tonight. We're gonna talk about love tonight. We're gonna talk about 50 points tonight, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Vinci. You feel me? No time for me. They send shots in leg. They call time on me at expiration. Chasing after a destination made by men who controlled the whole plantation. For capital, they'll kill me on this stage. For capital, they'll keep niggas enslaved. Our capital was built over a grave. So many names forgotten, what a shame. How many of y'all take time to enjoy the shade? For our convenience, somebody gon' feel the pain. Look, for this umbrella, somebody gon' feel the rain. But y'all don't care, you assume we ain't the same. But our blood's red, our hearts beat. The only difference, how far do our hearts reach? Saying this language foreign to us, we need to change what we chasing. Waking up in the AM, now they saying that yeah. Put in the chat if you feeling this shit, nigga. Because we here to raise the vibration. We here to educate, we here to teach, but we also here to have fun, nigga. So, if you feeling me, allow me to teach. If Malcolm X was a rapper, you think his music would blow? If Morrison was an addict, would more children know the stories that expose life circumstances for black? Show proof that ghetto nurture never means that you lack. Look, everyone here has a purpose. Everyone here has been searching for value. Often it falls under a certain gauge that inspires broke niggas to start working. Proof that we are worthless. What if I told you that you decide your worth? In that you're unique no matter how many on earth. And that it's your job, chasing after your passion. Don't please them, cause you have to live with your own actions. Let that look in the mirror be one filled with pride, cause hating yourself, basically suicide. Homie, be rebellious, society wants you to die. The best revolution, stay happy, live your life, handle your fucking business. It's gonna be another function. If they think you lame, fuck all their assumptions. Reflect on your mistakes, don't obsess over the way you previously failed. Now let experience lead the way. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. For me, getting out of bed makes me feel like I ball. I love you, I love me, and I love my people. Love yourself, never treat your emotions like they're illegal. Nah, rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal unless you killing your people. Hold up, rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal unless you killing your people. Hold up, rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal, huh? Rap is illegal unless you killing your people. Hold up, yeah. And I can't see you, but if you feel it, put your hands up. If you rockin' with this, put your hands to the sky. If you fucking with this, put your hands up. If you rockin' with this, put your hands to the sky. Hold them there. Everybody just wave. Everybody just go. Everybody just wave. Everybody, let's go. Oh man.
To this, drop that, let's go. Yeah, this song called Extra Medium. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Check. Yo, you know why? Because I never get too high.
I never get too low.
I never get too high.
I never get too
Fuck
low.
that, I never get too high.
I never get too low.
Check me out though. Yo, and yo, transmitting live through the damn city sky where my sanity had to be cause I kept pretty high. I'm on basking these lights to the break of the dawn. And I'm battling with shadows, throwing shade in the song. Asking babies if I'm faded when I'm shaping this song. Cause I'm a megalodon
in a regular pond.
No other way to make a statement is strong. Like when you hustle and you make it like the pace of the song.
On the low.
Yo, off the top, Geronimo. Kinda chop roll within the stock. Optimo, pop and lock when the chorus drop. Shock the votes. How the fuck Cypher Jiva just stop the show? Rock and roll. See these things be needing a fix. I'ma see this big deep. They cheapin' this flip now. We keep it on the real like a theater flick. And somehow keep them dreaming like they mean it in this. Must have been too high.
I never get
Fuck
too
that,
low.
I never get too high.
I never get
Nah,
too low.
I never get too high.
I never get
Fuck
too
that,
low.
I never get too high. I never get too low. Alright, let's keep it moving, man. What we got next?
Aborted by the motherboard. I'm the spawn of a decade of a generation. Written off, product of lusty intention. See how hip-hop child is born between a needle and thorn with a twist to scorn. Knowledge and wisdom resurrect the mind that is torn. Rebuild in digital reality the new dawn. Some will synergize, some will collide with the truth of our existence. Frontin' off, ride or die. Elements of discipline to survive. We all got the book of life. Reality and timeline. Audio link up to the divine. Perfection of imperfection like a skirt in the side or a hands-free mic on a lyrical ghost ride. I am just that nerdy girl. We was cool and stuff.
Frontin' on me. Took in them skeezers and put me in the street.
You think we got off the East Coast, stupid my route. I goes back to junior high and white troops. So fuck you to even question if I rock the Cool J Letterman jacket to you at the start of vision and notice is what I do. Cali loving grapes, pops, fire one too. That's right. I'm still that nerdy girl. Enter the MC gauntlet. Once the girls approach the lyric lines, when drum lines can't define, dictate space and time, just stand still. Cause them lyrics constant. It's the bay, you gotta take it and rock it. If you a real head already know spit ability to spark this. On some Jonah Arc shit. With that slap and thump in a hoopty trunk. Sunset haze riding down your block. Take one to start, millions to stop. Perhaps we can without whack cops. Maybe we can if we control the schools. But most likely if we not act the fool. You need to grab some tools and organize your crew. Millions on the map like Dr. Seuss.
What could I possibly know about you? I'm the one who knows your math ain't the truth.
No, it ain't.
Look what it's produced. Look what
But
it's
we won't.
produced.
We out here with the math, right? But I am just that nerdy girl. What could I possibly know about you? I'm the one who knows your math ain't the truth. Look what is produced.
Look what is produced.
No lies told.
She's the nerdy girl.
Hey, hey. I say, give me that nostalgia, baby. Back to the 90s, baby. Look, hey, and she remind me of Amy Joe back in the 90s. 25 fine, way more than a dime piece. Something like the banks, how Hillary excites me. Got me daydreaming, Tatiana Ali. And if we talking banks, I got to mention Tyra, Keenan and Kel, where I fell in love with Kyra. The best of both worlds, Lil Mama is beauty in the brain, vibes like Topanga. I used to watch Amanda and say that's bang. Melissa Joan Hart if in some type of way, Clarissa or Sabrina, however she compelled me, I was gonna get Aaliyah. nothing that you could tell me. Girl, you give me all that and then some. I love Tia and Tamara, can't pick one. Girl, I want you right now, but only if you have me. Don't call you Miss Jackson, because I'm nasty. Ha! Give me that nostalgia, baby. Back to the 90s, baby. Hey, hey. You give me that nostalgia, baby. Back to the 90s, baby. Hey, girl, you remind me. Look, I remember back when I used to want Nia alone. Matter of fact, I still want Nia alone. If I can't get Lisa, then I'ma take a daughter. When you gon' let me? Miss Parker, I used to want the Spice Girl, sporty and scary. I'd get the butterflies from Mariah Carey. I wanted the Christina, Ricci Aguilera, even Applegate. I promise I didn't. I was yelling Winnie Coop, baby. Hey, what it do, baby? So you could drop Kevin, I'm a better suit, baby. And Miss Berry still aged like wine. Tell Britney Spears that I'll hit it one more time. And I got the sweet tooth for the. I still wanna be down when it come to Brandy. Want the goods for making good, cause I bet that it's fire. And I still got some things I wanna do to Miss Maya. You feel me? Give me that nostalgia, baby. Back to the 90s, baby. Hey, hey. You give me that nostalgia, baby. Take me back to the 90s, baby. I can't get enough. First love, girl, you remind me of my 90s crush. Hey, huh. Man, when I wrote this song, I completely forgot about all the women from the WWE that I fell in love with, man. You know, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson. If anybody got the status on Trish Stratus, please let me know. Stephanie McMahon, you know, those are all the women I grew up wishing I could censored.
Shout out to Dream Awake on this beat. Spit something like real shit, nigga. Hey, I'm a digger from the boondocks and I keep the chop like Ed Rummy. Bank rolls swolls, gotta go. Rapping fat buzz like a mummy. Networking, making on a hottie. Turns out to be somebody mommy. She said she got beats. I say, baby, please break them down and spit them like Pilates. I'ma stretch them like the human body. My gotcha got them geeking like a molly. Kick flipping packs, popping ollies. Day and night rolling like a trolley. I'm here pushing, man, fuck a dolly. Purple in my pocket, fuck a poly. The last digger with a green thumb, trying to save the world, you could call me Wally. Smash brothers with the mushrooms, and I'm Bob Marley with the chronic collie. Brainstorming for them big bands like a hotel. I'm running through the lobby, and it's all good, and I'm all good. All the way from the hood to the hills of Holly. Place your bet, I fly like a jet, she get super wet, for sure, no probably. I'm a digger from the boondocks, cooking and serving new crops. Every day counting new guap, bubbling up like kombucha. Pull up with that pipe, make the pennies drop. Might fall in that fish, but I never flop. Stacking funds, making shit.
Guitars, guitars, guitars. Nothing gets rid of those pandemic blues like a new vintage guitar. Come on down to Real Guitars and get yourself a real guitar. 15 Lafayette Street off Mission in San Francisco. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to
5-ish.
RealGuitars.com. On Instagram at Real Guitars.
Do you like vintage clothing? We like vintage clothing. You should buy vintage clothing and stuff here at Heads or Tails. Not sure what to get your friends for their birthdays? Get them some sweet-ass accessories. They have zines for you avid readers and the Bay Area's hottest music. check out this rack of vintage clothing. Buy it all. Buy it here at Heads or Tails Collective in Oakland.
My favorite chicken place. Every time you go, you see a familiar face. When I go, I get my fix. They got fried chicken and drumsticks.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Complex SF for this amazing Check the Rhyme showcase tonight. I'm Infinite Chi of Check the Rhyme. Now, if you don't know about Check the Rhyme, it is your one-stop spot for everything hip-hop in the Bay Area and beyond. And that means places like Santa Cruz that we bring you some amazing hip-hop from tonight as well. So, go to Instagram at check_DA_rhyme, and more importantly, hit the link in the bio, because that's the interactive hip-hop community with over 400 hip-hop heads and artists sharing their shows, their music, their beats, dance, fashion, everything. There's places for videographers, photographers, anybody that loves hip-hop in any way, shape, or form. Invite them to join this community, because there are no algorithms, there's no ads, there's just real hip hop. And that's where I'm building with people like Hip Hopaholics, Return of the MC, all of our partnerships. And that journey has led me to this very diverse, very talented lineup that we're bringing you tonight. Artists like Klypkut, Neema MC, and Bundi have been performing on places like on a yacht, or, in front of a giant pond at the Llama Shack, or, even in Santa Cruz at the Shanty Shack. There's all kinds of places where they've been plying their craft in amazing audiences. And guess what? Wherever you are in the world right now, you get to enjoy that right there for you, live, mixed, and sounding crispy with 8 high-definition cameras, lights, fog machines. I mean, it is a unique concert experience, plus it's interactive. So what you say in the chat, I got right here, so we could shout you out. Tuck 18031, thanks for being here. You have questions from the artists. We're going to get into a deep conversation with all of them, and that's something you can't get anywhere else. All right, so stay tuned, message everybody, because the more that you support independent art, and you really are by being here, thank you so much for every one of you, the more people like you that we can bring in, our family, our friends, pushes the algorithm on Twitch and on YouTube, now that we're streaming on both sides, to show it to people all around the world so that they can discover artists that they're going to love. And that's what we want to help all the amazing talent here do, especially in the Bay Area. It's so freaking expensive the artists here, I mean, it's hard to be able to even focus on your art. So we want to take the people with the most passion and get them worldwide. We want to connect them to a lot of people. So thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting this movement. If it's your first time, make sure that you follow so that you get a notification when we're on, and you can just click very easily on your little sidebar to watch what we got going on, because we have so many dope shows, not just for hip hop lovers. Like, I help bring you the Toys Rap Battle League, which we've got coming up on September 28th. And we've got Freestyle Flow Fest, which I just performed live for the first time at the Llama Shack last night. You can catch that replay on this channel. All our shows stay up for 2 months. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can go and enjoy anytime already if you're just discovering it now. And we've got Talking Schmidt, where we bring in rock bands and we have deep conversations and interviews with our host Jacob Schmidt of Ozcat Radio. And of course, we've got What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show hosted by your pal Steve Ward Moore every other Monday night, where you can find out about the coolest things going on in the Bay Area arts and entertainment scene. We bring in guests who are luminaries of their fields in our community, and a different musical artist for every episode to be our house band. It's fucking incredible. So make sure that you're following so you find out when those things happen. Plus, follow the Complex on Instagram. Do yourself a favor and share it with people, because anybody that wants to know, where can I go for the best music, for the best art, for clown lessons, or whatever it might be, we cover all of that right here. All right, so who do we got here tonight? I mentioned them before. We've got Klypkut, we've got Neema MC, and we've got Bundi, and we're going to have all of them perform a set of their own original music, and then we're going to sit down for a deep conversation with all three of them all together, just seeing how these energies play and interact. It's going to be really dope. And then at the end, we're going to have a grand finale, one final song from each artist. So make sure you stick around, because you don't want to miss a moment. All right. Our first MC comes to us from Kansas City. Wow. He's an MC of Indian heritage, which is amazing. His style is West Coast bass. And he's also served as an audio engineer before he became an MC. His main focus is to blend South Asian culture with American hip-hop, with a strong intention for community, camaraderie, and showcasing artists. So we might be able to collaborate on some cool stuff in the future with Check the Rhyme. His background is as a chemical engineer, who was working a lot with plastics and then stem cells, and is now working to create a retreat in Costa Rica that blends stem cells and surfing. I don't know what that means, but we can talk with him and find out later on. You can listen to his mixtape Party Animal right now. It came out in 2019, and his latest single is called Zorro. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you to the main stage for Klypkut. Here we go.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Want to give a huge shout out to Infinite Chi with Check the Rhyme and the Complex. It's a blessing. It's an honor. I really appreciate the vibes, the transparency, the love, and the community that you guys have opened your hearts and minds and space to. And I just want to say I really appreciate it. And I'm here to help with that vision and, you know, have some fun along the way. I'm ready to blow y'all mind. Hey, and with that being said, you know, I just want to give everybody a reason to drink a little more water. Hey, wakeboard sliding like my offer, smooth as buttercup from the fire, sort that product top my, cause we been zipping up off that water. Wakeboard sliding like my offer, smooth as buttercup from the fire, sort that product top my, keep it bopping till my heart stop responding. I'm rolling up off them toxins. I keep on pushing this product, relaxing, enjoy the laughter. The highs and lows, they come fast. Fast forward to the next chapter. Fast bumping across the pasture. My home flexing the standard. Captain Takeover handles. Ship gon' sail to Atlantis. I demonstrate like a master. I run away, I'm the captor. We mix it up like a blender. Don't stop hunting, we wrap this outside of KC to answer. Call the plug my adapter. Fast charging my manners. I'm asking kindly for answers. I write requests in my planner. Mission fill my endeavors. If you keep bitching, I slap ya. Told you keep up the standard. Call me father, I'm Santa. Cause we been zipping up off that water. Wakeboard sliding like my smooth as buttercup from the fodder. Sort that product top my zipping up off that water. Wakeboard sliding like my offer. Smooth as buttercup from the fodder. Sort that product top my. We showed up, flexing Bruce Banner. I showed up, flexing Bruce Banner. We showed up, flexing Bruce Banner. I showed up, flexing. Dismantle the hazards and collect up memorabilia. The coins are lying in my pockets, but it don't provide the answer. One more question, then favor. Do the deed, you a savior. If you don't, then you a hater. Either way, judged by the paper. They wanna sign a new waiver. I like the old way better. Happy rising on my side of town. I'll talk to you later. You can tally up the votes. Soon enough, I'll be mayor. And if you don't believe me now, I will not pardon you later. Schedule's full till November. I'm off in December. My vibe straight out the summer until the big old timber. Change the seasons, the weather. Time to catch up on my levels. Turn myself to a legend. Meditate, it's a blessing. Zipping up off that water. Wakeboard sliding like my smooth as buttercup from the fodder. Sort that product top my. Cause we been zipping up off that water. Wakeboard sliding like my offer. Smooth as buttercup from the fodder. Sort that product top my. We showed up. Yo, so we're gonna take a little breather, drink some water, and then fucking talk about it. Chefing up like my cook, feel like Captain Hook. Who you wanna book, but ain't no crook. How it look, got them shorties off a book. Keep them happy with the money, keep on pouring me some. Step in the booth of my suit, bitch, I'm off that cool, ayy. Step in the booth of my suit, bitch, I'm off that cool pay. Step in the booth of my suit, bitch, I'm off my boo thing. Step in the booth of my suit, bitch, I'm dripping, pouring rain. Talk about it, bet she gon' word about it. Bet she gon' learn about it. Bet she gon' run about it. Bet she gon' talk about it. Bet she gon' word about it. Bet she gon' learn about it. Bet she gon' suck up on this stick. Picking that dripper for the game, right across the mall way. Pulling out pistols, palm play, running on game that way. Mind on magic, juice roll bandit, intergalactic space crafted, karma, fancy, feeling antsy. Waves are raising to the top like a balloon, it pops. Yeah, I'm off them shrooms now, feeling like a cloud. Power Mario leveled up. How? What you wanna do now? Kill my enemies, boom, plow. Keep on plotting money, I
options. What you got, man? Keep on mobbing. Stop. Step in the booth in my suit, chefing up like my cook. Be like Captain Hook. Who you wanna book, but ain't no crook. How it look, got them shorties off a book. Keep them happy with the money, keep on pouring me some. On my yogurt, I want pancakes, one more adding, no subtracting. Bitch, if you were serving me my food, I'd have backhanded it, nothing personal. I just like to fucking eat. You see me stressing, little sheet, cause I'm hangry. Feed me one more serving, thank you. Mine on a mission, witness tension building. Break it down for motherfucker, who the sucker now? Click, clack, pow, feel like Marty Bird, the inner nerd, don't clown myself. I guess that's what happens when you comfortable self-accumulating some wealth. Found a wifey, got a mistress, feeling hyphy. Fuck your feelings, don't you try me. Not your business, catch me flexing on my pumping weights up like a gymnast, meditating on my feelings, sweating toxins out my kidneys. The truth I'd have shone upon the witness. Come and get me, chefing up like my cook. Feel like Captain Hook. Who you wanna book, but ain't no crook. How it look, got them shorties off a book. Keep them happy with the money, keep on pouring me some honey.
There we go. All right, that was a great way to kick off the show. There we go. This is the best angle. Wait, stay in the screen.
I got you, fam.
All
I was
right,
just
cool.
grabbing
There we
the
go.
mic.
Oh my goodness, that was incredible. You were serving like more than pancakes there in that last song. My God.
Yo, thank you, brother.
Yeah, so you've had quite a journey to become an artist, and all the way from Kansas City. That's incredible.
Yes, sir. I'm still wrapping up.
I see that. Was
I forgot. You know, sometimes you just don't play.
So when I think about hip hop and I think about Kansas City, I think about Tech Nine. Is there any influence? Because that last song was kind of like, you know, a chopper kind of style.
Heavily influenced by Tech Nine. Eminem, right? They obviously were neck and neck. And Tech is insane. I think Tech is on a different level than Eminem because of the technical ability and the musical ability. It's super important because the tones are so insane for Tech. Like, that is what attracted me the most, is like the depth of and the range of those fucking tones, you know? But yeah, I mean, I've obviously, you know, a lot of my friends have rubbed shoulders with him. I've met him a couple times. I've obviously wanted to make music with him for years, but I've never really asked or approached him about it. So, Tech, if you're listening, bro, I definitely want to fucking collab with you. Let's go.
Yeah, he puts a lot of artists on too. Like, there's a lot of artists that have been on Strange Music, and there are a lot of artists on the features. Like, there are so many names on features with Tech Nine that I haven't heard yet. So he definitely does collaborate with a lot of people. Big shout out to Tech Nine, definitely one of my favorites as well. I was really curious about what you were telling me about this retreat that you're doing with stem cells and surfing. I don't know much about either of those things, so tell me a little bit about that. Educate me on what this is about. Like, how do you have a stem cell surfing retreat?
So basically, one of my close friends and business partners is a Costa Rican national, and he has a crazy, amazing story, and I won't dive into that, but, you know, he was essentially gifted property from the Costa Rican government, and it's on the ocean in Santa Teresa. We're planning on breaking ground at the end of the year. We were supposed to throw a birthday party for my birthday, but I don't know if my boy gets his green card back in time. It's a crazy story, you know what I mean? But he's doing it all legal. It's amazing. And that's like the best part, is to see people go through those legal loopholes because it publicizes it, and seeing people vocalize their struggle and how they won. That's how you know you're at the upper echelon. Because you won't take no for an answer, and you'll use your integrity to get there. But anyways, we're doing a lot of stem cell healing, retreat, like wellness, sexual wellness parties, right? So we want to be able to promote good health and longevity. And why would we be dumbing ourselves down, destroying our bodies, taking pills and pharmaceuticals that have literally proven to cause side effects. Your fucking medicine literally tells you, yeah, harmful side effects are going to occur. You might bleed out your fucking ass, literally. Like, why the fuck why is America on this shit, right? So my case in point is I studied stem cells in chemical engineering school. I'm a second author on a textbook. Shout out to Argyo Paul and Divya. And I studied it, and I realized where we were going. We were actually developing hydrogels, and we were looking at transfer and diffusion rates and how fast we could heal and what we could do to change the hydrogel texture to make sure that things could heal efficiently. Give that environment, that tissue, the fucking environment that it needs to grow. But if it's not a fucking pure cell, it's gonna go cancer. Oh, how do we fucking fix that shit, right? Those are questions from efficacy standpoint and where you source stem cells. And that's where it boils down to is where are you sourcing them? How are you sourcing them? What is the base? And how pure are those cells? We have a bank right now, pre-COVID, 2019. And it's just like, it's really cool, right? We wanna be safe. We wanna be able to experiment, and we want a clean source.
Cool. So I feel like that helps me wrap my head around the stem cells and the healing component. How does surfing come into the picture?
So really, like, surfing really comes up into the picture because my boy, shout out to, actually, I'll just leave him unnamed right now because we got too many big things popping up. But shout out to John. No, I'll say his name. He's the homie. He's the brother.
There are a lot of Johns, so that's
exactly,
kind of the same
That's what I was saying. I was like, I literally have 10 Johns in my phone.
Yeah.
But okay, what was the question
good
again?
Happy medium. Yeah, how does surfing come in with stem cells for this retreat?
Yeah, so what we want to do, right, is we want to really activate people's mindset and ability to connect with Mother Earth and learn, right? Opening up those neural pathways and connecting and like embracing the earth is what will change your experience and connection through life and like what time is a journey, right? So being able to capitalize on that on the best like foot possible is what's important. That's why we put stem cells and healing and yoga and everything in one place so that we can help heal the people in our environment. That's super important. I might make some toxic music. I might do some toxic things, but like you have to understand intellectually, there's so much difference between marketing music and like what I need to do professionally to build a community, right?
That's
no knocking anybody for the conscious rap because fucking beautiful poetry. You know, you change people's fucking perspective about everything. And I love making party music. I'm not gonna lie. Some heartbreak shit, you know, I get my feels a little bit. Fuck them.
Yeah, I feel like I really appreciate people that kind of like shift paradigms, right? So I've gotten a lot of people that say, like, even it happened last night at the Llama Shack, I spit a verse on my part of a freestyle flow fest at the end, and people came up to me after the words and were like, I was so surprised. I didn't know you had that in you. And I'm like, why? Like, there used to be so many people that were like, you like hip hop? I never would have guessed that. Like, I used to get that so much. So I like kind of shifting things and creating things that, help people widen their perspective. So that's cool. We'll chat with you more when we get into the group interview and conversation. But let's get back to the music because, people out there are loving it. There we go. More with Klypkut.
Klypkut on the track. See me bumping in the back of a suburban bass. In your face, serve you up to serve a purpose. We got grade A service on our trick working. Bring you up to par in the sky, stay splurging. Hold up, see me bumping in the back of a suburban bass. In your face, serve you up to serve a purpose. We got grade A service on our trick working. Bring you up to par in the sky, stay splurging. Just to give you notice, popping out a raw, it'll keep you focused. Jumping out the gym, pumps feel real swollen. Need to keep on grinding, finna cash my bonus. Mind on my money, really mind on my motive. It's too important, keep on flowing. If you swerving, got you sweating. Yeah, I'm testing, yeah, I'm teching. What you saying that I'm super sane? Grinding harder than your man goes. Chain blank, say everything. Legion, put the team on my back, cause they need it. Yeah, I'm starting burning up the track. I'm the leader, running game around the sands, flexing in Adidas. Fuck a feature, sprint my own race, I'm a cheetah. Rocked out in a kimono inside of my dojo, you can compete. No, I hit a high roll at the casino like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Picking in amino, sipping Pinot with a Filipino Greggio. See me bumping in the back of a suburban bass. In your face, serve you up to serve a purpose. We got grade A on our trick working. Bring you up to par in the sky, stay splurging. Hold up, see me bumping in the back of a. In your face, serve you up to serve a grade A service on our trick working. Filipino Greggio, we fill another toast. Flexing wavy out the coast, sunshine shine like it's gold. Cooking tracks, crack my flow, spitting, eat the studio. Earning platinum is a goal, make a wanna ride the pole. Dripped out regardless in all these garments. One up opponents, we on our knowledge. Out on Atlas, exploring maverick, restoring hat tricks. Feel this magic, beyond the static. I'm living lavish, you acting childish. I'm fresh with my bitch, had 3 menages. Living my wish, I am a bandit. Fucking addict, take it any which way, you got to have it. Relax, man, keep calm, we got it handled. Stash can in the back, don't keep on asking. Last grab in my bag, will send you packing. Ha, see me bumping in the back of a suburban bass. In your face, serve you up to serve a purpose. We got grade A service on her trick working. Bring you up to par in the sky, stay splurging. Hold up. Woo! Yo. And Josh, I just want y'all to know that we out here making big business moves. Big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Money round the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. Big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Money round the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. Catch a check, run up a play. Bring brigades for the parade. Make it pretty for the day. Gotta flex to her dismay. Purple coat, keep me warm through the storms, through the rain. Climb a mountain, you feel the pain. Growing lanes, place throughout the shade. Can't hold up on them brakes. Sipping lemonade on this bubbly. I'm feeling tame, less racing. Mind patient, no instigating. Come with the basics. Keep a flex around my neck, cause I'm on them aces. Keep a stick with the broom while she sweeping cases. Keep that dirty money on me while we never chase it. Burning up the spot, burning rubber, yeah. Keep on banging like that, like that, like that, like that. Big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Money round the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. Big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Money round the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. Walking to the room, what you expect? Diamonds round my neck, I'm correct. Blinging off the best, really wanna be about the best. 8 ounces of the flow, what you want, I digest. Like what? Profit, yeah, I'm gonna talk it. Flashing off a comment, all I hear is gossip. Name around the moon, Elon Musk about to top it. Only pushing me to listen when I'm the one spending. Cause in my bank accounts we are no limits. And I'm spending how I wanna, yeah. I caught a fishing, cause we reaching all of goals, yeah. We caught a fishing. Not as high as me, well I am a prodigy. I just got a lottery ticket out this economy. What you want, I'm ballin', not you want a little talk with me. Top 3, yeah, keeping my philosophy. Cause she on me, yeah, cause she on me. Big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Money round the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. big digits, talking how we live it. Top dog shit, yeah, we walking all business. Running around the room, diamonds on my neck glistening. Talking out your mouth should be the one listening. And these are to the haters, the fucking people that can't pay their fucking way. Fuck you.
Get the fuck up out of here, dog. We don't got
All
time,
love
we don't
to the
got
fam.
space, we don't got a place.
Ay. Don't be pressing me cause I love the heat. Get your girl out of her bottom jeans. I'm too elite with the way I speak. Crush the competition and leave them weak like wop, 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 wop. Get up on my stock like talk, 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 talk. All you got is thoughts like stop, 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 stop. You just really not popping off on the next man. Bring it back over, do a handstand. That's a trick for a treat, I'm laughing again. Like why you think you deserve it again? Like what you do to earn it, I didn't even see you serving. What you do to earn it, I didn't even see you serving. You just bad with money in public while I'm living in abundance. You a fool, you a thot. Get up on my spot, go away, go away. You're not welcome here today. You can't play, you can't stay. Get the fuck up on my face. I don't play, it's not your lane. It's just a game, now you publicly got shame. What's your name? What's your name, motherfucker? Don't remember, it's all the same. All the name, what's your name? Don't remember, it's all the same. What's your name? What's your name? Don't remember, it's all the same. What's your name? What's your name? Don't remember, it's all the same. What's your name? What's your name? And then this is for the girls that I do remember. It's still a big fuck you. Whoa, whoa. Ay, ay. Like, baby, you know I kinda wanna be famous, but my heart don't change for the basics. Left you stranded with this anger. Really just want the respect, please, but you just dropped it to the floor lately. The panties in a bunch, you acting crazy. I had to walk away cause I'm respecting your space and my time is so distracting. Baby, why'd you walk away acting so selfish? Been wondering for a while now what's your angle. Been wondering for a while now what's your baby. Lately you've been driving me crazy. I know you don't really wanna date me, but what you wanna do is replace me. So I must replace you first. So I must replace you first. That arrow in my heart is stuck. It was a victimless night at bay. You left me at the lowest of my lows. I shared too much, now I know. You never wanted all of the smoke. Transparent with my love, you let it go. At the door, set the scope to the floor, but I really can't ignore it anymore. Now when you call, I won't pick up the phone. Getting older now, baby, letting go. Getting older now, baby, letting go. The promises you had made me flow. You know I kinda wanna be famous, but my heart don't change for the basics. Sophisticated lover left you stranded, and now you done left me with this anger. Want the respect, please, but you just dropped it to the floor lately. Them panties in a bunch, you acting crazy. I had to walk away cause I'm respecting your space and my time is so distressing. Baby, why'd you walk away acting so selfish? Been wondering for a while now what's your angle. Been wondering for a while now what's your baby. Lately you've been driving me crazy. I know you don't really wanna date me, but what you wanna do is replace me. So I must replace you first. So I must replace you first. The arrow in my heart is stuck. Hey, what's good? Shout out to Check the Rhyme. Shout out to Bundi and Persian Butter. I'm fucking excited to see all your performances, and we got some sneak peeks and some conversations to have. I'm excited. Let's go. Shout out to the complex. Yeah, let's get it.
Wow, that was a great way to kick off our show, and I really liked the diversity of the songs that were presented there. There was a lot of different energy, and I hope that all y'all out there are enjoying it too. Let us know in the chat. I got it pulled up right here, so yeah, we want to make sure that this gets as interactive as possible, and all the energy that you give, we can pass on to the artist, and yeah, would love to do that. All right, so if you just joined us, you were watching Klypkut, and the Complex SF is a magical gift of a place for people who love hip-hop music, because I personally put on about 80 of these artist showcases with deep conversations and some of the most incredible artists that you will see anywhere. And yeah, you want to make sure that you are tuned in for the next one, because on the 19th, coming up really soon, we have one of the hottest groups out of Oakland. MacArthur Maze is coming through. We've got 4 MCs. They're going to be performing their solo work. You're going to get Champ Green. You're going to get Black Achilles. You're going to get everybody. And you're also going to get the entire crew performing a full set together and a deep interview, an entire episode. We don't do this often, focused on one group. And that's going to come up on the 19th at 7 o'clock. So make sure that you're following. Go to Instagram, follow at check_DA_rhyme, follow at the Complex SF, and be there for that, because I'm super stoked about it. Can't wait. I got to see them perform at the Oakland Museum, and you know that people are doing big things if they're booking you to perform on a big outdoor showcase with so many families and everybody out there on a beautiful day at a museum. I mean, that's high art, and that's what the hip hop that we do here in the Bay Area really is. All right, our next artist, I'm excited to have. Been seeing the things that this man's been doing around for a long time, not just as an artist, but also for the culture. And they go by the name of Neema MC. Born in LA, they are now a talented rapper and musician that represents Santa Cruz, California. He started out with 12 years as a bass player, and then finally he said, you know what, I gotta follow my passion. I fucking love hip hop, I'm gonna embrace that shit, and became an MC. He also has been throwing regular shows in Santa Cruz called Fermented Flows. These rap shows are at the Shanty Shack and have featured a lot of artists that we have had here on the complex. So it's really a family affair. Now, when it comes to his music, it's introspective, it's personal, it's vulnerable, it's got political messages, and his delivery is energetic and fast. So it shows that you can be both. You can be energetic, get people pumped up, and elevate their minds. So we're going to go down to the main stage now for all of that and more with Neema MC. Let's fucking go.
Yo, Chi Infinite, thank you for the wonderful introduction. Yo, this first one's called Addict. Ay. Hit you with an audible, hip hop phenomenal, bringing in the color in the way that Pocahontas do. Hotter than a tropical, melting all your popsicles. My rhythm sending, I'm ascending, astronomical. My flow is so methodical, always here to follow through. Make no mistake, I'm leading the way, I'll never be following you. Watch me go and catapult to the top, no lateral. Yo, here's my mixtape, I'm calling it collateral. I'm an animal, a matter of fact. I'm hyper lyrical, blasting with my rapping attack. My bars are powerful, leave you with the crack in your back. You paralyzed, no you cannot react. Yo, this be the N-double-E-M-A, and I'm genetically poetic in my DNA. And let me present a dope Persian MC. And when I grab the microphone, no better version of me. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. When I'm attacked, I don't even defend. Yo, I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Neema MC, I'm at it again. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Another brown brother have to ascend. Yo, I'm a, ayy. Yo, this a corner
carnival of lyrics. I know that y'all can hear it. Bacardi in my hand, I'm like a guardian of spirits. I'm never far, if there's a party then I'm near it. I got some darkness in my heart, y'all should fear it. A big shark in the pond with a strong jaw. Little bit of oddball, little bit of raw dog. When I'm gripping the mic, it's like a sawed off. But I ain't living that life, so I'm a pawn off. If it's a battle, then you at a disadvantage, cause I'm flowing like an avalanche and rappers can't withstand it. Doing damage with the pad and the pen, it's NEEMA, always at it again. Nah, dope poetry, official like a notary. The lyrics and the rhythm combine, create the poetry. I'm on a rock him tip, either go to me, and sometimes life don't go how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. When I'm attacked, I don't even defend, cause I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Yo, a brown brother and I'm at it again. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Yo, Neema MC, I have to ascend. I'm a, hey, check it. Yo, I'm a strike like a viper, tear apart the cipher. My mind is dangerous, so call Michelle Pfeiffer. I remain in the game, yo, I be a lifer. Insane in the brain, you see me getting hyper. My inner fire, you hear it when I'm mic'd up. You haven't heard of me, the first rule of Fight Club. Never losing sight of my own destiny. Keeping the circle small, toxic people not the best for me. I'm keeping it honorable, chivalry like a pocket full. I'm witnessing the history, repeat the shape is conical. I'm supersonical, harder than a barnacle. I'm trying to be a rap star, started as a particle. Sees the chronicle of Neema MC, a first generation Persian, a beast on the beat. If you're seeking defeat, come on and battle with me. I'm on the saddle, you a cattle bee, I'm out of your league. What? I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Yo, a brown brother and I'm at it again. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Nah, Neema MC, I have to ascend. I'm an addict with the pad and the pen. Yo, when I'm attacked, I don't even defend, cause I'm an addict with this pad and the motherfucking pen. Hey yo, check it. This one's called I Got a Pen. Cause when you got a pen, you can write down what you're thinking. You put that over a beat. Sounds like this. Aye. Got a pen, chip for penmanship, my rhetoric lit. Reciting writtens, rhyming rhythms, got a hell of a spit. A veteran of rap and I'm basking in my element. And sayonara to the past, moving ahead with accelerant. Submit my memberships to hip-hop fellowships. Tick-tock, the clock is chiming, time is flying hella quick. If people sleeping on me, I'm never celibate. Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Springer mattresses, get hella chicks. I ghost my therapist, I roll with no inheritance. I make my dough like Marilyn, a crazy flow, they scared of him. Though I embody the qualities of a seraphim, I terror him. Beef is never sweet, ask Carolyn. It never paid us in, skin can never be paper thin. I'll never be like Obi-Wan letting Vader win. More like Invader Zim, travel galaxies and planets. The microphone is brush strokes and the beat a canvas. Got a pen, it writes on papyrus. I'll ascend through my mind's third iris. It'll flow so sick like a virus. Neema MC with the mic so righteous. Got a pen and it bleeds on the paper. My best friend got some ink in the chamber. I'ma try and be a giver, not a hater. Yeah, motherfucker, what? See you later. Kurt Vonnegut gets invited to the slaughterhouse. I'm dropping bars of knowledge, all the politics, I call it out. DOA and drain the swamp, and yo, my songs are out on Spotify. So drop a like and see what Neema all about. Try and fill up my songs with conscious rap or bars I can battle with like velociraptors. You are in fact cursed if you spit a whack verse. Persian mysticism dating back to Arab captors. Doesn't matter, Ayatollah made it backwards. Yo, I lack words. The tribal Minutemen persisted through disasters. 5 different colonizers, still no masters. Ay, I'ma speak in soliloquy. I be reading my history. Feel for the people as they dream in a victory. Freedom is never free. Tea party energy, they need independency. Got a pen and it writes on papyrus. I'll ascend through my mind's third iris. It'll flow so sick like a virus. Neema MC with the mic so righteous. Got a pen and it bleeds on the paper. My best friend got some ink in the chamber. And I'ma try and be a giver, not a taker. One foot in the casket, the other in the game, bruh. Yo, check it. گوش کن زندگی من چی نیمه MC that kid the latchkey خیلی وحشی try to surpass me I'll leave you cooked like my mom's gourmet sabzi Ay, this is sword of Mahdi Mahdi is the leader and he lead the pack free Though my people be from Taht Jamshid The Ayatollah made it so I'm banned I can't see Ay, this is hot the Artash Sagittarius like the archer Arash Drop facts in Farsi never fall back Man you mosh me and knock you off track Spitting lyrics in my native tongue I'll hang a man sanguine cause it weighs a ton Zakhmi like a laser gun I'm deep in the game ready player one On the grind cause I'm worth it Timing is perfect Neema shine like a wordsmith If you want a different version I'm switching it to Persian Furu to a shit incursion You're my mother, my dad amiga slow down You're my father, peder amiga look around Latte loot, faravan den all over town Kalle sadis rafsida ab They wanna see you drown وقتم تلف in complacence See your hash and I'm running out of patience Boro baba I'm standing at the apex Say less نمیدونی چی I'ma say next I pay respects to him of that 10 I'm in the dregs but I have a damn plan Whoop ass I'ma crack the damn can Don't look back or you'll crash the damn van I'm Van Damme competing in a blood sport Secrets of my people erased by the gun stores Dust storms on the plains of Qazvin I'm ready for the war I raise my shamshir On the grind cause I'm worth it Timing is perfect Neema shine like a wordsmith If you want a different version I'm switching it to Persian Furu to a shit incursion Yo I shine like a wordsmith Grind cause I'm worth it Neema shine like a wordsmith Hey you want a different version I'm switching it to Persian Furu to a shit incursion Hey به من از این هیچی نگو دیگه هیچی نگو دیگه
So I was just telling George up here that this is my favorite kind of hip hop. Your wordplay, your lyricism. I think when I've seen you before, I don't know, sometimes it's harder to hear in bars, like every word so crispy and clearly. Like all the references on here. You know, when you were talking about Kurt Vonnegut, I was blowing my mind. And then also out here in the chat said, hell yeah, bring on more literary rap. Like everybody's catching every word from Van Damme. I fucking love Invader Zim. I've never heard anybody rap about Invader Zim. Like
one of the best cartoons ever. No one knows about it, man.
I fucking love it.
Dude,
I got Gurr hanging from my mirror in my car in robot form, not in dog form.
I also miss my cupcake, man.
Yes. Why is there bacon in the soap? All right. Really, really digging that. That was absolute fire. We also have, speaking of absolute fire, Nitty 420, who showed up last night and teared up the cypher. Even though he wasn't on my list for Freestyle Flow Fest, he freestyled the fuck out of that shit at the Llama Shack last night. He's up here in the chat and he said real live raw hip hop when he heard you. So
hey, thank you.
He was real live.
Thank you, my man. Next time I catch you at a show, I'm gonna say what's up. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to meet him last night?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I was on the sidelines.
He was on here too. So anybody that missed the episode that Nitty 420 was on, you can go catch that episode with Pure Powers and also, hey, Santa Cruz on that one too. Triana Feruza was on that
shout
episode.
Out Triana. She's the bomb.
She is the bomb. So anybody that missed that, you can watch this. And anybody that's missing this, send it to them so they can watch Neema MC, Klypkut, and Al Bundi for 2 months on Twitch and forever on YouTube. Oh, man. All right. So I actually want to talk about Santa Cruz a little bit because we've had a few people represent Santa Cruz. Actually, in our first intermission, we're going to put Alwa Gordon on, another talented Santa Cruz fella.
Absolutely.
And you are doing big things out there, not just as an artist, but throwing shows. So how did you even get into throwing these shows at the Shanty Shack and what are they about? Like, how do artists perform there? Tell us about that.
Definitely. I got to shout out my man Will Tricks, DJ Will Tricks. He used to work at the Shanty and he's an amazing DJ, amazing b-boy. He's a brand new father, by the way. So Will, congrats. He was rocking the shows for a while. I was kind of his like right-hand man for a little bit there, and then he unfortunately moved out of Santa Cruz, so I just kind of took the torch from him, and then all of 2024, I was running shows under Hip Hop Night, which I thought was solidly lame. And so I then switched in 2025, started rolling up, and I switched it to Fermented Flows because it's at Shanty Shack, which is an awesome brewery with a wonderful beer garden in Santa Cruz, and it has a really good outdoor vibe with all ages, pets, dogs, very inclusive, very, very friendly. And so I, just networking myself, going out, meeting people, going out to shows. Of course, as I see people around the Bay hustling, moving, grinding too, I try to reach out to them and make every bill unique and make every bill kind of like directed. And so I've been doing Fermented Flows all year, all last year, and we've had some amazing acts come through. A lot of big Bay Area names. But the last one, we had Blueprint come through from the Rhyme Sayers crew. So I know you're rocking the shirt right there. I know you're rocking the shirt. Yeah, the Orphanage crew, exactly. So it was an amazing show. Another kind of a peak, a pinnacle of the Fermented Flows.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, you can always hit me up, hit Shanty Shack. My Instagram is Persian Butter. You won't forget that, so you can hit me up and send me some material, and we'll see if you get you on the bill.
I would love to also get a Fermented Flows channel in the Discord, and then people could hit you up there too, maybe, if you're down for that.
Definitely.
Collaboration.
I'm on the Discord, yeah, for sure.
We do have a channel already for Santa Cruz in general as well in the Check the Rhyme community. So if you are aware of anybody in Santa Cruz is doing big things, invite them to the community and put up all your music, your shows, or have conversations. Like sometimes people come on the show and they talk about what's the scene like in their towns and the differences, and how do we build more of a bridge to certain areas if they don't feel equally respected. Like I've heard some people in certain areas say, hey, we go, when people come out here, we get a lot of Bay Area artists and we give them places to perform, but it's a lot harder for us to perform in the Bay Area. So we want to be able to fix that, build community everywhere, expanding to the Bay Area and beyond is what I say about Check the Rhyme. So that's dope.
Definitely.
And, how do you decide when to put yourself on the bill or when not to when you're an artist and you're booking these shows?
I've always put myself on the bill. I'm an artist first. Promoting shows came with the territory. I'm not trying to be a promoter. I know I'm more known for that. It seems people hit me up for that. I'm trying to be a rapper. So I just started throwing good shows and to get myself on the bill. So I don't know. I'm always on the bill for sure. I do a lot of work for it. I put a lot of time, energy, money, everything into it. So I consider myself. I definitely reduce my slot if I need to, but I'll put myself on there, man.
All right, cool. I love that, and you're definitely on the bill tonight. So let's see. I think those are some of the main things that I wanted to hit on in this little part of our interview, and then we'll chop it up with you more in our big, deep conversation. All right, more with Neema MC. Let's go.
Thank you. Hey, yo, right here. Shout out 1 a.m. on the beat. She threw me some fire beats. I took this one. I made a track called Let's Go. Give me a little bit more juiced.
Hey, let's go. Yo, shed your skin and let's grow. Hey, repent your sin and let go. Take it day by day, Legend of Zelda shit, but don't play no game, Nintendo. I give props to all those who flow. Never put me in the box like Bento. Yeah, let me take this ox and I'ma play my beats, be famous, watch it, yo. I was steady getting ready for the battle zone, but I didn't wanna feel machetes or a shattered bone. But I was ready, I nearly felt the catacombs. Revenge is petty, you know I'm leaving that alone. And yo, I had a home, but now it's just a house. Lone wolf on my own, it's the way I howl. So we spin my style, turn the dial to 11. Like I want the bread before the dough is even time to leaven. Searching for my brethren, ends up in defeat. Another brown man, designated black sheep. If you ask me, hyper on the Sag G. Passing me the mic, inevitably I blast heat. And in the fire, ignited by society. The ridicule in school and the people that would lie to me. The show promoter now excited by the sight of me. I metamorphized from a drone to a fighter bee. Go! Yo, shed your skin and let's grow. Hey, repent your sin and let go. Take it day by day, Legend of Zelda shit, but don't play no game, Nintendo. Give props to all those who flow. Never put me in the box like Bento. Yeah, let me take this ox and I'ma play my beats, be famous, watch it, yo. Man, it's hard to see, yo, when you're trying to cope. Reality has got you tripping like kaleidoscopes. Trying to find hope, but
it's just a tighter rope. Right around the time you swore the bad habit finally broke. Membership revoked into the sober club. You can get it back the moment that you go and sober up. I just copped a sack and plan on rolling up the golden bud. Pack it with tobacco to ensure I get a body buzz. See what I mean? I need a change to achieve my dream. I need to rearrange my commitment to time. I need to double down my commitment to rhyme. I need to step back from the booze and wine. Take a bigger step back from the fools who lie. Need to listen to the inner, cause the truth inside, whatever's bad for your health is the truth you hide. And let's go. Yo, shed your skin and let grow. Hey, repent your sin and let go. Take it day by day, Legend of Zelda shit, but don't play no game Nintendo. I give props to all those who flow. Never put me in the box like bento. Yeah, let me take this ox and I'ma play my beats, be famous. Watch and let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, if you're sitting at home, I got 3 words for you. 2, 1, hey, let's go. Thank you, thank you. Hey, it's the last one of my first set here. This is a cool one I wrote called Ovaltine. I call it Ovaltine because I'm deep in the mix. Hey, don't matter who you supposed to be. People only gon' believe what they chose to see. A dope rap vocalist who flow on the beats, and when provoked with an attitude to never retreat. I'm not a level elite. I don't need the people play my MP3 on repeat. I'm believing in me. I'm believing that I'm hotter than the Goldie D. And Neema MC, you'll never be a token P. E-R-S-I-A-N. Yo, I get a little swilly from a hit of the hand. I'ma hit it again when I'm writing my words. Just a Southern Cali kid from Irvine in the burbs. When reciting my verse like I'm caught in a trance. Not concerned about my music making all of you dance. We not talking about no ladies bumping shaking their ass. Yo, we talking about the painful days in my past. And yo, check it, I got a lot on my chest. I've been learning that my feelings are not to invest. There's no benefit to breathing when you're out of your breath. When I listen to your CD, I'm never impressed. So yo, ill tones keep it busy like bone. And yo, my lyricism intricate, I fill up a poem. When you sit in your zone, you're never really alone. Man, you know the real ones when they pick up the phone. Ay, I'm just a kid from the cruise, Ay, I don't come here to lose, nah. Ay, and I'ma take y'all to school, Ay, I don't listen to you, nah. Ay, I'm just a kid from the cruise. Ay, I don't come here to lose. Ay, take y'all to school. I don't listen to you. Stay sharp when I try and write rhymes. Been down, I've been through hard times. It's unfair, it's like apartheid. Spit truth, these bars from my life. I swing like Mike Tyson, high as Cloud9. Y'all know that Neema shall shine, and it's about time you'll fuck the Alpine. Done hearing jump and saying how high I one life right now is the crescendo. You can't control the future and the past is memento. Bad thoughts gotta try to let go. Focus on the rap so you rhyme like Festo. Like hieroglyphics in Egyptian temples. The lyrics are inscribed inside my mental. Hip hop grow exponential. Scribble in my pad with my pen or pencil. I'm just a kid from the cruise, I don't come here to lose, nah. I'll take y'all to school, I don't listen to you, nah. I'm just a kid from the cruise. I'll take you to school. I don't come here to lose. I don't listen to you. I'm just a kid from the cruise, I don't come here to lose, nah. I'll take y'all to school, I'll take y'all to school, what? I'm just a kid from the cruise. Neema MC, man, I got to improve. Gonna do a freestyle, end of my show. And everybody knows like a star, I'ma glow. Merci, merci.
All right. Wow. That was dope as fuck. An incredible performance. I really enjoyed all of that. Holy crap. I used to drink Ovaltine too. So I'm like, oh man, I get it. I get it. All right, you are watching Check the Rhyme at the Complex SF, a recording studio that has put on like 300 shows since the start of the pandemic. We've got talk shows with What's Poppin'. Our next episode is coming up on September 22nd with Lee Hoffman and Kevin O'Connell as guests. So make sure you tune in on that. That one, 7 o'clock. Put that on your calendar. 9/22. It's a Monday. And it happens 2 weeks after that on the next Monday. And 2 weeks after that on the next Monday. So you could set a reminder. You can set a recurring calendar event for What's Poppin'. So you never are in need of knowing what's poppin'. You are like the poppin' master by watching that show. All right. And tomorrow we've got a show with Josiah Flores and Noel and the Deserters. That's presented by White Crate SF. Shout out to White Crate. They do so much cool shit. Sometimes they know about dope hip hop shit that I also don't know about. That's how good they are. And that will be at Tiny Telephone. There are tickets to watch that live if you want to, or you can actually watch it for free right here on the Complex. We got you covered. And then on the 17th, we've got our next episode of Talking Schmidt with Ozcats Radio's Jacob Schmidt, and that's with Thea. So if you want to come get a really cool interview with a really cool band and then see them perform really cool music, make sure you put the 17th on your calendar. And then the big one for me, I could not be more excited about this one. MacArthur Mays is blessing this show, this stage. I get to interview them. Oh my God, that's going to be fucking incredible. You're going to get full set from the group as well as individual showcases for each member. That's fucking fire. All right. So put the 19th on your calendar for that. And make sure that you come back. Make sure that you tell anybody who's missing the show right now that these artists deserve to be discovered. These messages deserve to be heard. These vibrations deserve to be felt. All right. So spread that. Share this link. They can catch all of these shows. We got so much in the last 2 months that they can watch right after this. You could watch right after this, including the best freestyle rap show on the planet. I swear to God, the talent and the creativity of what we do and the mastery of what George does here at the Complex to make it all look and sound beautiful. I mean, there's nothing else like it in human history, all right? And that's not me being cocky, that's just the truth. So make sure you go watch that show. Our last episode was entirely about the hieroglyphics. Shout out to Neema MC for dropping that Festo bar. That was fire. Yeah, our whole last episode, all the games were based on like Deltron 3030 or Third Eye Vision or Souls of Mischief or 93 to Infinity. How did I turn those into games? How did the MCs do? Go watch Freestyle Flow Fest 11. That was incredible. All right. Without further ado, I'm bringing you the man of the hour. I was blown away. Like, this is pretty close to the fastest I've ever like met somebody and booked them on my show, because I was just at the Llama Shack for one of their jam nights. Make sure that you follow the Llama Shack so you don't miss any of these jams. Skinny Hendrix is incredible. They're going to be coming to the Complex too for Talking Schmidt, so keep an eye out. Make sure you're following us so that you don't miss that. And he was there with a live band. In fact, he was there with Shogun, who has also performed here at the Complex. And I was just absolutely blown away. The stage presence, the lyricism, everything, the energy, really amazing. He goes by the name Al Bundi. I feel like he's very different from the other Al Bundi that I think of. I might ask him about that. But yeah, he is a LA area native with roots in the Bay Area and Santa Cruz. He has a voice for truth, equity, and cultural movements. His music is filled with raw honesty, rhythm, and purpose. Everything is an extension. Everything he does is an extension of his commitment to justice and community empowerment. That's the kind of guy that I want in the Check the Rhyme community. That's what I'm about. I love that. He's also multifaceted because he is the first USDA licensed hemp breeder in the U.S., first ever. You know, that could be a trivia question one day at your bar trivia. Make sure you remember that. His plant work is mirrored in his music because it's organic, it's intentional, and it's about longevity. He's performed with Hieroglyphics, speaking of the legendary Hieroglyphics crew, and Hyro Day. Zionai, rest in peace to Zumbi, fucking love Zionai. Slum Village, rest in peace to Jay Dilla, but Slum Village is fucking dope. And Lee Scratch Perry. So yeah, he's got that reggae influence as well. And it's all about the power of art to challenge systems and inspire change. Oh my goodness, you might not even be the same person after you witness this set. I'm bringing it down to the main stage now for Al Bundi.
Go.
Does he have?
Go. Yeah. We gonna get into this real smooth, like, but first, while y'all take a listen to the live instrumentation and the vibe of the beat, I'm gonna introduce me, you know? And more than anything, it's important that we honor those that came before us. You know, all the dope MCs that came before us, but all our elders, all our ancestors. You know, I can't just spill shit on the floor right now, but if you're at your house, you got a plant, water that plant right now. We call that a libation. And when you water that plant, or you pour water out into a cup, I want you to think of the people that you lost, because that's who I do it for. And that's one thing that connects us all. That's a crazy thing. So if you want to know more about me, you can just know more about yourself too. Cause all you do is close your eyes and open up the ones between them both. I'm not the one, just the one that was eager to grow past the limit. Let your body adapt to the rhythm. That's an adventure to open up every path to your spirit. After you finish, figure out we'll never be over. Emotions heavily flowing like when them levees was broken, drowning the head of a poet. See the perspective you don't get will get better the moment our imperfections are showing. And to think they made you think that you were safe from truth. You ran away, escaped from who? All you are invading you. Neglected your insides, confined so you feel fine till you realize those real lies still lie in the grave with you. On the day you do, like a plate of food, composted and make it new. Return to Mother Nature's womb, a rose that rose from concrete. The only way to make it bloom is to raise your vibration. On people, I hope you stay in tune. I hope you stay in tune. Hey, I hope you stay in tune. You know, I can feel your vibe all the way through the cameras. I hope you can feel mine through the speaker. That's how we're gonna keep it for now. Yeah. I hope you stay in tune. I feel your heartbeat, that's the rhythm I meditate into. Enlighten my view through the darkness. All I could do is to offer to them my view. They lost the shit like they couldn't aim. Not good to blame and make up excuses. I'd rather change a community, but how can we if we don't change you and me? Excuse me for my scrutiny, I don't use it usually, but to be free from any lie they threw to me's my true belief. Do I seem overly passionate? Good, cause I'm still having a heart attack on the fact that we die for whips and chains. It's a shame we can't grow without no real roots in our brains. Fertilizer change for the game because all this shit's the same. Don't just complain, make a difference like what it take to uplift the entire nation with lyrics. Cause every day I dedicate every day I was living and sacrifice it all and lift the whole globe on a pedestal, but they dropped the ball.
There's a vicious right
What's
from
good,
the
man?
bull, from the
You
bull.
know, that was just a little light, like what I'm about, but when I talk about past, you know, ancestors and people that came before us and who I am, man, I'm a Black Panther militant, smoking on a spliff again, wondering where people like Huey and David Hilliard went. The feeling is so fulfilling when we speak sin. Even quadriplegic people feel this shit. I hop on stage and they be like, Bundi, you killing it. And what you do equivalent to a near-death experience. Clear that this interesting reminiscence that we giving them is strong enough to make your stomach spin like 20 flips. I'm only getting real right now. Wait till I kill this shit. Judge me on a scale of 1 to 10, I get a 56. Now these lyrics are real limits, even cold
cobras and pythons. Avoid getting bit by this meticulous grind. I use my mind as an instrument. Flow like skateboard grip tape, how I'm kicking it. Shitting with my ass on 666 government officials. Showing the pain we living with. Cause that ignorance make my heart black. If I start laughing, that is serious sarcasm. Leave a homeless person in every room in a large mansion. Why is that crazy if they believe Noah's Ark happened? They say these odds are thinner than yarn. Actually, I take that and lyrically knit a fall jacket. When the cold minutes go pretty slow when you in the cold, to the temperature in your ventricle dropping to below freezing. I hail songs and give them what they need with. I give like the songs with foliage and the cement. Trees we beating, strange fruit swinging. Welcome to a song I heard Billie Holiday singing. How I see it, demons are the deacons. Every preacher pledging their allegiance to the most prestigious of elites. So I touch the youth, not like the Catholic priest that got a type of payback that they gon' need a receipt with. So don't keep it a secret. Yeah, I'm just that Black Panther militant. Somebody tell them I'm just a Black Panther militant. Yeah, then put your fist up there. Yeah, if you at home, put your fist up there. Yeah, you want some difference, put your fist up there. Yeah, it's time to get it, nigga. Hey, I told you I was gonna make it. You know, I'm a Black Panther revolutionary ass. Get your scary ass out the way if you're not with it. Okay, let's get it. Okay. Okay. I know I'm moving. Yeah. Hey, I can see they want some. I could tell they want some. I just know they need that. Hey, not hatred. Give them vibrations and some. Motivator with some, entertainer with some, yeah. Grazing while I blaze a split thoughts and the outrageous thoughts in my cranium gone. Political science is what I majored in, but I don't judge. For that you should show love, no duh. Been waiting for y'all to open them eyes up. Time's up, you still haven't made your mind up. I lost mine and found it in the lack of the message and rap stressing till I turn to an antidepressant. I guess it's just my brain, my mind is on a racetrack. Going so fast, I'm killing bugs with my wave cap. Wrote the truth on their forehead instead of say that. Even if I did, they probably still wouldn't face facts. Way back, I was feeling blue. Mad at all these rappers concealing truth and lying about what they didn't do. Man, you so busy rapping about bitches, you didn't even see that your record label was pimping you. Inconsistent truth that they giving you when it's critical for me to give them a third eye visual and I can't get to. Yeah, because I know they need that. And I can see they need some. Wait, not hatred, just some. Wait, not anger, just some. Wait, raise them with that, motivate them with that. Yeah, I said that good love. Yeah, not hatred, just that. Not hatred, just that. Cause that's how we dead hatred and shit, you know, and racism and, you know, sexism and genocide and life is crazy, you know. I like to smile at it, but I also like to observe and take in shit. You know, we can't always use shit as distractions. Sometimes we gotta actually process shit. I be walking around because I be pacing. It should be like really my real life. Real life experiences that I've been through and shit. I'm just regurgitating to y'all, right? So you could use this. Spit rhymes with the truth. And ain't no denying what I do. Ashes darker than black. Magic rap abracadabra. That's action that even panoramic cameras can't capture. And even those type of cameras won't give half of the fraction of passion compacted. No wonder they took that shit for granted. All they ever do is take. Defeat their greedy minds when all they should do is take the time to read in between the lines. They scream out, don't you see we try? But it's getting hard though, when they multiply them up till it's more than 1 billion barcodes. I know it's tough to see this shit when you're broken trying to feed your kids. Bill collectors ringing in, blocking down our ID again. I know longer will we pretend like this is not reality. 'Cause until we understand that, we will never have the chance to be free from that feeling of insanity and hatred. Once we make it, we could really say that ain't no feeling greater than. Yeah, I tried to tell him that. I already tried to tell him that. I told him that. Yeah. Look, it's nothing like the love that a mother gives to a child when she grab him and sit him down and say how we live in this foul. She give him tools to give him truth to do the shit she didn't do. You way too critical if the shit I say doesn't stick to you. And I ain't invincible, and thinking like that just limits you. In control of my boat, I'm the captain and the skipper too. If you tired of a missing you and always being number two, I'm mad that they ain't picking you to the point that pain could limit you. In a minute you put your chin in your shoes and you wanna give up like fuck this game. What I give to you lift up your brain. My flow like a construction crane. Now I wanna change, I want change, but I don't wanna change. Or ignore that shit. Do I look like a fucking slave? I'd rather give my heart to the lost and forgotten runaways. The feelings that display, give them a chopping up a onion face. Food for thought. Damn, I think they need another taste. That sacrifice of faith for another, make them wanna say. Y'all heard that? Saying food for thought. Man, I think they need another taste. That sacrifice of faith for my brother, make me wanna say. Look, I told him that. I already told him that. I told him that. Yeah. If you at home right now, what I need for you to do, if you was waiting, you was trying to see what was the perfect moment to light that shit up. I can't do it right now, I need y'all to do it for me. You know why? Cause it helped me ease my pain. Oh my mother nature. Yeah. You ready? You can start sparking now. So it helped you ease your pain. I guess we can smoke in here. Blaze it up, I just want to blaze it up. Help me ease my pain and I just hit my homie crazy cuz Control violation, fuck. Caught him and cased them up. Said people with power will, no wonder they're afraid of us. And sometimes I just don't say enough. I'll be more elaborate. I think the system's whack as shit, not to mention inadequate. Can I stretch my vocab a bit? Like a yoga mat in this when I do a drive-by from a passenger and throw donuts in a bag of a pig with a fat ass split and I rolled it up. Yeah, I rolled it up. They be like, Al, you smoke too much. And I tell them, fuck that, I don't smoke enough. That just keep me focused, bruh. These police be scoping us. Goddamn, these cops patrol so much, it feel like they patrolling us. Bro, hold up. I rolled this blunt with a Cobra clutch. I be blown for a month of the doja plug. I'm reaching the people to poke and tuck. Even crack types aren't poker than us. They addicted to our movement. Dreams of getting bluer, thoughts that get slicker than ice. They ain't met a pig with smoother who could blaze it up. Blaze it up. Blaze it up. I just want to blaze it up cause it helped me ease my pain. My pain. My pain. Hold up, now let me explain. Okay, roll a J, now blaze it up, blaze it up, blaze it up, blaze it up, blaze it up. I just want to blaze it up, cause it helped me ease my pain, my pain, my pain, my pain, my pain. Wait, let me explain. Okay, I'ma blaze it. Cause I got the revolutionary mind state. Get interdimensional evolution in 5 ways. Any means like Malcolm. Live my dreams like Martin. But they can't kill my albums. So you don't wanna get me started. They can't hold me down. I got my fist so high over clouds, I threw that soda out. That was for y'all to lean on for now. Didn't know that I was like a sofa couch. And support beams addiction. This is a touch of dopeness like hands of morphine. That of course means you high right now. We landed shortly when we pass you more weed. Can you pound of that? Smoke a pound of that? Spit 1,000 facts all about the raps. A life that we live in. Given the different reason for their mind to consider every time that we did it. Third eye is my witness. Design of the system. Trick us into thinking that our lives are dealing. You're not safe if you're not locked up state. If your mind's in a prison, they can find it, you within it. Hey, third eye is my witness. The design of the system is a trick us into thinking that they lies are authentic. So you're not safe if you're not locked up state. If their mind's in a prison, they can find it, you within it.
Wow, I'm loving that. I feel like I'm getting enlightened. Let's get you up in this camera. Let's see which one's the best camera angle to get you on here on the split screen. There you go. If you could see yourself, the people can
like to move
too.
around.
All right, I got some comments that came in on the chat during your set. Let's see. Oh, we got one more shout out for Neema MC that I didn't read. Paria Jones said, Neema MC killing it.
Shout out to Neema, bro.
And then Steve Ward Moore said he's more of a Bud Bundy, but he said this guy is dope. Shout out to our ancestors and our elders. Nitty 420 dropping a bunch of flame emojis, flowing like a construction plane. Sorry. Nitty 420 said, flowing like a construction crane. And let's see. I'm a roll. If they call him Al Bundy because the Bud his son. Oh.
That
is that why? Is that why you're Al Bundy?
That is
because
actually
Bud
close
is your
to how I
son
got my
as
name,
a
actually.
breeder?
That's pretty interesting.
As a breeder of marijuana? Is that why Bud is your son?
You can say that, actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not exactly how, but close. Yes.
Okay, well, what is the story behind
the story is,
Al Bundy?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I had a street, more, my hood name would be
hold
Bundi.
your mic a little closer to your mouth. I'm having
Bundi
a hard time hearing
Calhoun.
you.
Like I started my name as Bundi Calhoun, a little street name like when I was younger, and then pretty much from that it transformed into, because me being more experienced with the urbanization, or the urbanizer as some people like to call it. And yeah, I pretty much, because at that moment I became married to my craft, you should say, or my life's work. So yeah, so
I feel
Peg
that.
Bundy has red hairs. We would call that weed. That's my, yeah.
I like that. And
I was married to weed. That's why.
Yeah. What's it like, and how did you know that you even were the first USDA licensed hemp breeder in the U.S.? I mean, I guess I don't think they were really licensing people because they're the USDA. So, the first one.
I'm going to try to be really fast because I can't be really vast on this topic. Hemp was legalized in 2024 federally. And as soon as that happened in 2024, we already had the first black owned cannabis farm in Santa Cruz County. And so pretty much we had transitioned to also doing hemp. And we're already breeding, making like some of the top strains. So holla at me, you'll get my Instagram in this if you want to do business or talk about possible ventures. I am a longtime farmer right along with being an MC. And yeah, we ended up getting our license just by knowing that that's what was coming next. I've always known that hemp is the future of the world with the building possibilities and, with feeding, hemp seed can replace different grains in the world, with the medical advantages. We could talk about that in the interview, but yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities with it. It hasn't been developed. There's only 2 strains of hemp right now, and we're trying to develop not trying to, but about to be putting out the next generations of hemp seeds. Yeah.
Dope. And when you are, figuring out the place to breed, to farm, why Santa Cruz?
Because Santa Cruz has a culture of farming, and I mean, it's, organic farming is kind of the key to understanding how genes will properly, do their thing. And so, yeah, pretty much, Santa Cruz has a lot of knowledge, education, resources. You see in, Watsonville, Salinas, this is the hub of organic farming, for the entire world, right? The sciences and all that good stuff. And so, pretty early on, I was able to read the, me and my partners able to read the writing on the wall and like see that is the future, what I mean? That stuff. And yeah, it's pretty much what I'm doing is still, engaging with the culture on legal drug cannabis cultivars and creating new strains on that front, and then also like doing the hemp thing. So
cool.
Yeah, doing a lot of dope shit in Santa Cruz out there, but yeah, I'm moving around all over California doing moves with the cannabis stuff and with the hip hop stuff. So
dope.
Yep.
Yeah, and before the show, you were telling me you have like a fuck ton of crazy stories, and we're gonna probably get to some of them, when we do the group conversation in a minute. But yeah, why don't you tell us one of those stories?
Okay, well, yeah, one of the stories is it's a situation where I would say it was medical cannabis. I have my medical license. It was a little bit of a long time ago, before the pandemic, being in the mountains at the top of the peak of a mountain, and having to meet with a cannabis club, and rushing to make it there on time, and trying to make sure I got there. And the car that I was driving slid off of the edge of a cliff coming down and didn't go all the way off, but it was hanging off the edge. I had to crawl out of the back of the car.
Oh my God.
And yeah, pretty much, I didn't want to have to explain a bunch of weed at the time, because this was before legalization still.
Oh, snap.
And so I had to grab all this stuff on my car, run and throw it throw it in the bushes and stuff, and come back, and ended up getting pounded by the police, and they could have went hard on me. There was still weed in the car and stuff like that. And I just pretty much educated them on cannabis and told them, hey, I'm a legal medical farmer. When they came and we're like, damn, your car's hanging halfway off the cliff. They called the tow truck driver, and pretty much tried to do a sobriety test and tried to search and do all this stuff. Little did they know I had the packs hidden on the edge of the cliff, buried with leaves and stuff.
Oh wow!
They let me leave. They're like, all right, if we see you around here, we know that you were doing something around. We see you around here, we're gonna get you. I pretty much had grabbed the packs, expecting they wouldn't see me leave from the site. And yeah, pretty much was able to drive past them on not a one-way road, but just a little small road in the mountains, And so pretty much I had to go and retrieve those packs, probably 100 feet away from them, what I mean? So, and escape, and try to get down and I made it, I was celebrating when I got down the mountain.
I bet you were. That's wild.
It was a wild
You've seen that in cartoons and movies, buses and other things. It's don't move, just carefully getting your weight shifted. It's rocking. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was hanging off the edge for real. I thought I was gonna die for real though. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to keep that that balanced in the right direction, and now you're here doing your thing, and we want to hear you do more of your thing. So we're gonna finish up this incredible set here with Al Bundy. Let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Just
make moves, huh? One night stand, I couldn't give two fucks. What? I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know why they want me to be you. Cause I can't get high off of any weed you puff, but they all up in my mix. Fruit punch, I need a private place to let my mind escape. Third eye agape, so wide awake. And all I'm trying to say is every rhyme I make could define the fate. It's about time we take out some time to take all the lies away. Tryna ride away. Hey, by the way, I can't lie. I got art on my mind all the time like a tribal face. And every image is indigenous, meta-nature hieroglyphics, giving me my inner strength to feel so alive. I know why, cause I'm living this. I died trying to give them something that was different from the ignorant. Money grows, flipping bricks, hitting licks in the community, ain't get a sit down. Reality in here is not gripping it. They fucking take the soul for a Hancock signature, but fuck that, I'ma be free, freely, be natural. Please, I'm just asking now. Before we have to go, can we save a minute? Time capsule flow. Be natural. Just asking now. Before we have to go. Time capsule flow. If you at home and you feel like you can't do nothing, I just want your energy. Put your fist up in the sky if you want everybody to be free. You want to press people to be free and to be living naturally. And trying to make sure we don't see. And trying to make sure we don't eat for a few bucks. Fuck that, I say we gon' feast. And with Malcolm on the beat, then the plate is on fleek. All this heat up in the kitchen, I'm burning bridges on accident. How did they expect us to get across like a Catholic? I don't trust the preacher, he never preach what he practicing. So we gon' feed the people and never reach for the cabinet. Order freezer, I show him the sauce of Egypt, I show him the universe, but I can't force him to see it. All happens for a reason, you ain't gotta believe it. The energy is free, we amplifying it frequent. Pattern and a sequence, 7 circle allegiance, Fibonacci, and if not, he probably a demon. Lines geometric, we gotta read in between it, but it ain't tough to see that they want our feet in the semen. But fuck that, I'ma be free, freely, be natural. Please, I'm just asking though, before we have to go, when we got to know. Time capsule flow. Be me and freely, be natural. Just asking them, cause I have to know, before we have to go. Time capsule flow. Said I'm speaking of the future, reaching for truth, but they tryna make shit creep for a few bucks. It's all an equation, but I'm solving to get smiles on faces. Not I talk here, but look down on fake shit. Like I'm 8'6", I test rappers for placement. Like the SAT, I must have skipped a grade then. Summer school, I'll take a vacation. Watching rappers build the prisons that they get enslaved in. That's a bad deal, like a car you can't trade in. I break it down in mathematical properties and dynasties. I make them shape like geometry. You can add that I'm mixing algebra and artistry until they scream calculators ain't as smart as me. And hell yeah, I make it easy, you can target me, cause I'm bright as shit like a fucking Ed Hardy tee. Target me, I'll be where that car be like OnStar. Every beat's a substitute teacher that's on call. Know why? Cause it's all an equation. You can see it, every song is a painting. Can't escape life and all the problems we facing. Just remember this, man, it's all an equation. Yeah, solve this equation for life. When I made the divide, what remains is a side. Polarized vision like blaze in the eyes. Blood sucker motherfucker, I'm like Blade to these guys. Not a rap game, multiplies cowards. But it's cool, cause I'm them to the ninth power. Probably would've knew that if you did your homework. Mama worked late, I'd always come home first. Under the roof, we prevented another variable percentage of plastic get locked in prison, 2 digits up in our sentence. Just an integer, another number in the system. Is that arithmetic? Cause I'm shitting on statistics. Use my ratio to break a fraction into fragments. And a spray can's the only thing that I grab with. Use my square root of my place value for face value. And I still ain't got an answer. Yeah. Yeah, I know I like to move around a lot. But if you come see me live, you know I ain't gonna be off into the path and the old mind, and the young body soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shining off into the past and the path of an old mind, and a young body soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shining off into the past and the path of an old mind. In a young body, soul shine like a gold mine. I give them dope lines and get them so high. A space between their eyelids is thinner than a clothesline. Emotions I divulge mine. I'm happy but acting like it was like that the whole time. It's stupid, so I won't try, won't lie. Act like I'm too hard and I don't cry. When Eric got killed and I had the river in both eyes. Now mama thinks that it chasing me, and she say that she gon' pray for me, cause he like only an inch away from me. I told her Celtic probably a wealthy organization that survives off the tears of poor civilizations. They be getting enslaved in chains in their own brain. Cold game about the whole thing is that it don't change. They easily distracted by money, cars, clothes, fame, and that pain in my past made me want to Kurt Cobain. Bang, that was the suicidal old me when I used to let the negatives inside my life control me like Star Wars. My cousin used to Obi-Wan Kenobi me. I was Skywalker, the dark side was approaching me. I made peace with my father, then we fought later. Watched him turn into Darth Vader with a dark blazer. Told him positivity was all of my heart's craving, so we start blazing until we up in the stars gazing. And you don't have to understand, but at least try to see why we guide our youth to be high. Now they mad at me, why? Cause I give them the sadness, acting like the shit I'm rapping is fucking melodramatic. They Chappelle show, we keeping it real goes bad, and it all exposing your face, you should've known that. In the wrong run it'll lead us to all our happiness, so fuck their opinion, and don't forget that it get tough. My nigga, don't forget that it get hard. My cuz, don't forget that we go hard. And yeah, don't forget that it get, no matter what, yeah, don't forget that we go off in the past, in the path of our old mind, and a young body soul shine like a gold mine. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shining off into the past and the path of an old mind, and a young body soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shining, yeah. Hey, look at your own wrist, my soul shining. You could do it too, just do your shit, my soul shining. Once you do, you get a lift, that soul shining. Hey, hey, I'ma give you a gift, that soul shining. To the past and the path of an old mind. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shine like a gold mine, yeah. Soul shining. I appreciate it, y'all. Shout to Check the Rhyme, shout to Chi, shout to fucking Persian Butter, Klypkut, fucking everybody rock the stage. I appreciate being here. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Do your thing, G.
All right. Well, that was incredible. I feel like I'm closer to opening up my third eye after listening to that, because there were some profound messages and really the showmanship. Like, that stage presence was so theatrical. Like, I want to have him, give workshops on how people can have the best stage presence possible, because that's what we want to see. Wow, just the camera work. I was having a hard time keeping up on the live editing. Y'all get a split-second sneak peek even behind the scenes because I accidentally hit the wrong camera for the interview for 1 second. That's how much he was getting all the cameras just in action right there. Wow. All right, so we are going to go into our deep conversation with everybody. So whether you are a fan of Klypkut, Neema MC, or Al Bundi, or after what you just seen, you probably are a fan of all three, you're going to want to hear everything that we're going to converse about in a moment. All right, so we're going to be right back after this break. We're going to leave you with some classic footage from the archives of one of Santa Cruz's dopest artists, Alwa Gordon. So we'll see you right after the break with a deep interview with all of our artists. We'll be right back.
Look, love and loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Please don't F with me, trying to find inner peace. Look inside the mirror, now I'm staring at the enemy. Most lose innocence and never come back with it. I lost dreams, so on tracks I got a snap of it. Can't seek what you can't be, learn it over time. Water dreams with my tears, go within the crown. Still wanna fly away, think about brighter days. Sometimes I think that happiness is just a fight away. Learn to be humble, can't mumble when I'm writing praise. Running like a license plate, they try to put my life away. Can't live behind bars, got too much at stake. Hitting home runs while I'm building home base. Look, nobody's safe except the case in the closet. Nobody's safe except the space in the coffin. They told me when my uncle died that it was God's plan. Man made God, yo, I guess I'm not a God's man. Far from a prophet, I'm just walking through this lost land. Made it out the sand, that's anytime we cross plans. Probably hated, I just needed more. I save a shot for me or more while killing that world tour. Look, my encore make him re-up fast. Used to whip that Corolla with the beat up dash. Singing love and loyalty, most so separately. Love and loyalty, most so separately. Love and loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Love and loyalty, that's most so separately. Concrete walls, cold cases, no faces, so base, slip on before the laces. Bass in the back, had them bullied like it's Cambridge. Never had a range, man, I rode so many places. I still get anxious. Better yet, I'm trying to find a reason they keep telling me to be thankful. I can't leave when we just getting started now. They treat us like they kings and they watered down. Soon as he started painting, they call him an artist now. Connecting the dots, I see it, know it's all around. Smoking mirrors, I'm tripping, that's what you call a crown. I see through them, I keep moving, my heart in ground. Look, I'm just another lost cause. Couple scars, see sitting low. Clothes like Senate cars, barely breaking the mold. Cold, though we been involved, barely holding on with no meaning, like fuck them all. Backstab from the backseat. Look, casting a hero, caught a wave like Max B. Swear we was all family till like last week. That's deep, they blowing smoke, it's hashish. Cash these, for they catch you in the Amazon. 1080 for the P, only when the cannon's on. Never really made for the limelight. Eyes in the back like I got in the hindsight. Eyes in the scope, don't choke when I start calling. Life for the traps, double back when the jaw falling. I know how it goes, they still wanna play it. When they call you underground, never call you underrated. Love and loyalty, most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold. What? Love and loyalty, most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love and loyalty, most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Love and loyalty, that's most sold separately. Did you guys know that those things are sold separately? Like if you go to the store and you're like, can I get love? They're like, well, you have to buy loyalty separately.
Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome to the Complex here in beautiful downtown San Francisco. I am your pal, Steve Ward Moore, and this is What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show. Each episode features hilarious and insightful interviews with local Bay Area celebrities. Also, the people behind the scenes of the coolest venues and events happening in the Bay Area. We have a brand new house band that comes in to perform live for us right here and for you at home on your devices. Join us every other Monday, twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Be a part of the revolution, be a part of the family, and you never know who's gonna stop by the studio over here.
BFF.FM, where the DJs are nice and the songs are good, and it's right in your neighborhood. So if you love music and you love friends, listen to BFF.FM.
Soundwaves, the long-running Bay Area music brand, is partnered with the Complex Recording Studio in San Francisco to showcase weekly live performances shot at the Complex SF and to further shine a light on the wild, wonderful Bay Area music scene. Watch full episodes at soundwavestv.com or at 1077thebone.com. Find out more about the Complex at thecomplex-sf.com.
Do you like vintage clothing? We like vintage clothing. You should buy vintage clothing and stuff here at Heads or Tails. Not sure what to get your friends for their birthdays? Get them some sweet-ass accessories. They have zines for you avid readers and the Bay Area's hottest music. Check out this rack of vintage clothing. Buy it! Buy it all! Buy it here at Heads or Tails Collective in Oakland.
All right, we are back with Check the Rhyme at the Complex SF, and we have had an incredible show. Now, if you are tuning in late, guess what? You are still in luck because you can go back and watch this over and over and over again. And if you're like me and you like to check the rhyme, you want to analyze the bars, you want to figure out the metaphors and all the double and triple entendres and all that good stuff, watch it over and over and over again, and, you know, tell us what you think. There's a Discord channel for the Complex SF where you could talk about the shows and interact with all the artists that are in the community, and a whole lot more. And that's all at @check_DA_rhyme. The link in the bio is where you want the magic. No algorithms, no ads. It's your one-stop spot for everything hip-hop in the Bay Area and beyond. And we've got people from beyond here. We've got Neema MC representing Santa Cruz. We got Al Bundi, who's been all over the place with roots in the Bay Area, LA, and Santa Cruz. And we got Klypkut, who's been all around too. You've been in Las Vegas recently, and you're Kansas City and San Francisco and
all West Coast, kind
my
of bouncing around. We've been doing a lot of circuits. You can ask, you know, the team what we've been on, but we've been going from Phoenix to Vegas to LA to the Bay, and then we just drive and loop because there's just a lot of music to be made and a lot of people to connect with, you know. So I'm really trying to put my best foot forward and putting my best foot forward for that. But it is very hectic.
I feel that, absolutely. And one of the things that I love is that each one of you is not just transitioned from place to place, but you've also transitioned in kind of like your roles in hip hop, in music, in life. You know, I was an elementary school teacher for 14 years and used that to start hosting when George encouraged me to host the shows that I book. And a lot of people were like, you're a natural. And I'm like, no, if you can talk to first graders and keep them entertained, you can talk to adults and keep them entertained. If you know how to ask questions to get minds to grow, you know how to ask questions to artists in an interview too. So it's all, you know, one thing to the next thing. And as I'm growing in my confidence, and this hosting has actually helped me to make peace with my voice. I got a compliment in the intermission about my voice. That makes me feel like, oh, maybe I am ready to get into rapping my own songs more. So I might step into that too, from elementary school teacher, shy, quiet, reserved, stereotypical Chinese kid to being a rapper. It might happen for me, but we know we've got paths from chemical engineer and audio engineer. We've got paths from reggae. We've got a path from being a bass player. So I want to know about these transitions. Like, what's it like to start in one area and then transition to being an MC? And you can go in whatever order you want. Whoever wants to step up to the mic, let's go.
Yeah, I'll just go first as far as like, just because I think it's a little bit, you know, I was always an MC. I've been spitting bars since I was like a little kid, you know what I mean? And more officially now, but, you know, I started officially spitting bars like probably, you know, 15 years ago, like, and then like, you know, got more discovered and by the reggae scene and like some of the festival scene and stuff like that, and doing bigger stuff with live music in that realm. Still an MC in that realm, right? But yeah, it's just a different arena, you know, and yeah, transitioning to trying to be more based in, you know, reaching out to people that are in the field of hip hop and that like are gonna analyze the bars. Every bar you can see when I got off, people, hey, that bar right there. Even when what you had said with the person that commented, they had a specific, like, they repeated a bar, and you know, it's nothing wrong with that. I think that people, and you know, it's not a general thing. Some people,
you only need one bar to connect.
You know,
right?
Exactly.
And then
you know,
all of a sudden, that imagination is being sparked.
Right. So you know, like just important for me to represent in those spaces too. You know what I mean? And so I think like dedicating more of my time and energy to like penetrating the hip hop scene more and like building with people and collaborating. That's why I'm here today too, is to build and collaborate with people and start like, you know, putting my energy out in the right places. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask a clarifying question about that before we hop on to other people's stories. What's it like? Like, what's the difference between the kind of like reggae performances and the reggae culture, and then now that you're spending more time in the hip hop world, what's the similarity or the difference there?
You know, there's some similarities as far as artists go and like building with other artists. Like I think you were saying, like, yeah, I've worked with like Lee Scratch Perry and you know, and just, you know, a bunch of different other artists in that space, and like, you know, rocking with them feels like a similar thing on the artist level. But when we're talking about the target audience and we're talking about like promoters and it's just a little bit different. As far as like community based and like the deepness of what we're doing and why we're doing it and like the lyrics and making sure everybody could, you know, I like the community more, you know, like let's say more. I like the community in the hip hop space. Seems more like, you know, tight patched and like, you know, trying to build each other up and stuff like that. So
cool.
I think in the reggae scene there's like a lot of benefits with you know, like crossing over and connecting with different people that like different things and stuff, you know. So I always will have that. I'll be a bunch of people that rock with me in that space. But yeah, I just needed to tap in the more hip hop.
Well, I wanted to just make an interjection real quick because it was such a good point, because what you say attracts your crowd.
Yes.
Right? And so even with me, sometimes I have that second doubt and second feeling like, oh, should I be releasing this? Like, what am I saying? Right? But you know, that's what I loved about your performance, because it was like a conversation. I was having a conversation with you and I didn't say a single word.
Ooh, I love that.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
And yeah, your evolution, chemical engineer, audio engineer, MC, what's that kind of transition like?
You know, it's really there's a lot of different, facets to that question, because coming from an engineering background, strict discipline, scheduled, everything is on time because the stakes aren't as high in school, right? Like, we're not dealing with all this camera equipment, 5, 10 people showing up on time. It's just me and my notebook and my computer and then my classmates, right? So transitioning from how we could make money with ideas, right? And then going into the real world and being like, oh, we need all this funding, equipment, etc., to get the show on the road, right? As independent artists, very difficult to do. You have to have a whole team behind you for any of this type of stuff to be so seamless, right? And then I see you and George running around doing all the technical stuff, and it's like, wow, like, it's a lot to do, right? And so it just makes me respect the craft and the energy and the whole environment that much more. But with that being said, right, you understand from a technical aspect how confusing things can be, how things can get lost in the sauce. And then you add the toxicity of the entertainment industry to that. It's a mix. It's a mixture of just, it's poison, right? It could be very much poison. And that's why it's so interesting. Back to what Al Bundi was saying, right? The words attract your crowd. And so, I make a lot of party music, and I released a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, that's pretty aggressive. Okay, like, it's pretty funny, but it's aggressive, right? And it's just like, for somebody to meet me in person and understand who I am on a respect level versus what I say in the rap, like, there is an alter ego aspect to all of this, right? And transitioning into that world, you have to have a very tough skin, right? It's very difficult to maintain your appearances, the stigma, continually fucking kill it every day, show up and like do your best and be at that level, because it takes so much energy, right? Like, I'm literally on this show after this performance on the fucked up leg, excuse my friend, right? And then I literally drove from Vegas to LA to SF, and I didn't even sleep. So it's just like, it's not healthy, but I'm here and I'm doing it because I know that's what it takes. Like, you just got to burn the candle. And, obviously this is the last thing to like do get that much needed rest. We'll turn this cell phone off for 72 hours maybe.
That's what's up. And yeah, you've earned that rest. I'm sure it's going to be very blissful. Neema MC, you were playing bass. What kind of music were you playing bass?
I used to be a pretty hard rocker.
Hard rock.
I was a bassist in a hard rock band. Not metal or anything, just some pretty hard rock. And I played bass from like 26 to, like 34 or so. I played in a couple different bands around town, around Santa Cruz, Bro Magnon, and then Homebrew. Shout out to Homebrew. And for personal reasons, I started to kind of transition away from rock music. It was just like a lot of repetition, a lot of, I don't know, the scene was getting, other personal reasons, I just kind of like was leaning away from that. But my father's a musician. He's a flutist and a composer. His family is all musicians. I kind of come from a long line of like Persian artists and musicians. So I couldn't really fathom not having music in my life, but I just put my bass down. I've always loved hip hop. I've always been a fan of hip hop. I never really did consider myself to be someone who would get up on a stage and MC, but I kind of just started working at it and getting, chipping away and making shitty song, better song, little bit better song, and then just slowly just kind of saw crowd reactions, started doing shows. As you know, I book my shows. So I kind of just made my own way in the scene just by booking shows and putting myself out there and going to open mics and going to karaoke and getting a lot of live performance. And I ultimately just kind of put the bass down and picked up the mic. But no matter what, there will always be music in my life. So even if someday, I can't really envision it again, but if emceeing leaves me, I'll do something rhythmic and musical.
Yeah.
That's kind of my story.
I love that. And you touched a little bit on your Persian heritage, and that was something that came to me as I was talking to everybody beforehand. I don't plan out what threads I want to explore. It's just very much being in flow and seeing what breadcrumbs the universe sprinkles. And I noticed that with Al Bundy's, big focus on cultural movement, right? And I think you're probably the first Persian MC we've had on. I think you probably the first Indian one. So I'm really interested in hearing about how culture and the way that you experience your own culture, however that is, to speak on that, and then how it influences your art. So how does your culture, whatever that means to you,
It's funny that you say that because it's like almost polar opposites, and I almost act out in my art so that I can go do it as my artist, like in artist mode, right? And then all of a sudden, what I'm painting becomes a reality. I'm like, oh, right? And that's very interesting to be able to manifest something like 10 years later after you wrote it down. Or, you know, and it's just a crazy feeling to me.
That makes me really curious about something that you wrote 10 years before that you manifested, that you expressed in art and then became a reality.
So, well, how about this? We don't have to get into the weeds on that one because obviously we know, this lifestyle is frivolous. We have a lot of stories and a lot of good memories and a lot of pain goes into our music. But with that one, I can dive into it a little bit actually. But essentially, long story short, a lot of the imagery that I paint in this last song, right, that I wrote, I did that 10 years ago. And I didn't even release it because I was like, oh, like, did I do this all? Like, but everybody loved the song, right? So it was I'm tearing myself apart because I'm like, is this authentic to myself? But now I can feel confident in that authenticity and perform that song. And that's one of my best crowd performing songs, right? So being able to step into that and like learn is also maybe part of that transformation. But with that culture, you're not as Asians, right? Like, and I'm sure Persian Butter would say the same thing, right? Like, we're very much supposed to be like sheltered. Like, oh no, don't go do that. Like, don't hang out at night. Don't
100%. Doctor, lawyer, engineer, pharmacist, or don't talk to us anymore. So
right.
When you have a lot of South Asian rappers are very much like an outcast sort of upbringing.
I feel that. And I also noticed something that I think is really interesting on a slight sidebar. When you said that, it was hard for you to release it stayed unreleased for a while. I don't think this is necessarily the reason, but everybody out there that watched this show tonight, you got a special treat because everything Neema MC performed is unreleased, right? So that's incredible. Like, wow, amazing. All right, so tell us a little bit more about, how your Persian heritage has influenced your art.
Like he was saying, the end of the couch, it was not really an option for me to become an artist, to become a surfer, to become a bass player. I was supposed to follow the paths. I followed the paths well enough, to, have a job and make money and do my thing. But my passion was always with music. So I have a lot of inspiration from these dope Latino, Mexican MCs that switch. And I've seen a lot of like Snow the Product, for example, a lot of older ones too, of course, even like Coyote these days, they just go do the back and forth bilingual thing. And I had a couple of, I never considered, I know my language. I don't read or write. So it's just something I'm actually working on right now. Cause as I'm kind of writing these songs, I realize I need to sort of dive deeper into my culture that I kind of like left a little bit on the back burner. But I started kind of looking at these type bilingual artists and seeing the cool stuff they're doing, and had a lot of friends and people tell me you should sort of, you know your language too. Why don't you incorporate that into your rhymes? And it never really occurred to me. I was just kind of writing my bars and writing some fire battle rap, in my opinion. But then I started to write a couple songs and get into it, and then it was, I gotta say, the creative process of writing bilingually was really, really kind of invigorating and new, and it felt different and it felt cool because you have to semantically rhyme two different languages, but you have to try to find the same phonetics. You know what I mean? So like, I say like, Zendegi ye manchi, which means what's my life like, right? But then I say Neema MC, that kid, a latchkey. So when I wrote Manchi, you got to switch languages, but still keep with the phonetics. So after doing that a couple times and writing a couple songs and getting a couple bars in and realizing that it's also sort of putting my culture on the pedestal a little bit and showing people our history. You know, I'm talking about the Ayatollah basically turning our country into a backwoods ever since the 79 revolution. And I'm talking about all of our, all of us come from the same place, but we've been dispersed because of the necessary elements of being Islamic, where there were Zoroastrians, there were other people, there were Christians, there were Jewish people in Iran too. So kind of just putting everything out there and letting people know that there's another culture out there that hasn't really been represented in hip hop in the Bay Area very much. Locksmith, word up. And I think Lil Reza in San Jose, Shaheen in LA. Otherwise, I'm trying to hold down the bilingual front.
Hell yeah. He won't be the first Persian rapper to be on the Complex, but Locksmith, if you're watching this, come do a show over here. I'm a big Locksmith fan. I'm a big Snow the Product fan as well. Definitely when I met her when she was performing in Oakland at the New Parish, I had a little bit of a crush on her at that time. That was, so amazing. And you talked about putting the Persian culture on the pedestal, but then also some of the things that have happened in that country. It ties me perfectly to bring in Al Bundi, because he has that line about putting the world on a pedestal, but then dropping the ball. That might not be word for word what you said, but that was one that stuck in my head. How has culture influenced your art?
I mean, I'm sure you if you are like analyzing the bars, to some degree it does. Like I do describe it out, and it is, that's what I'm speaking about, is the things that we're dealing with today in the the Black community and the culture, but all these different types of communities too, like the hip hop community, and where we have these overlaps, and like what we're dealing with, with all of this shit with the police brutality and like fucking all the things that Trump has got going on, and people being deported, ICE, and fucking and fucking the genocide, and just to me, like, Black culture has a very unique opportunity to lead in some of these things, and like try to give hope. And I've been beat the hell up by police, like, for no reason, just being called racial slurs, and so I've lived some of these like harsh situations that I'm describing, and me being through a lot of that stuff, it really applies to up and down, bro. It's like, if it's a kid that's at school and doesn't know why like they're being called this, or doesn't understand like why they're being treated differently, or like how to get through some of the tough situations that are that we've dealt with.
Bro, bullying is hard. It's hard. And it's white America, quote unquote, and it's not anymore, but like 20 years ago.
But yeah, just specifically trying to motivate people through Black culture, not just Black people, with like the hardships that we've been through, and also the successes and the triumphs, learning about our past and true history. And it's like, that's been a big part for me, and like coming into who I am, and to be able to speak these words is understanding the greatness that we all come from, and that's what Naturally is about. The song that you hear me talking about is like how in the past, we have to go back to the past sometimes to get some flavor, to understand how to do things. I'm a cannabis farmer and working in the legal cannabis market. Brother, we are always searching to the indigenous and our ancestors to get the answers to certain things in science. If we speak about the Dogon tribe and go even deeper, that's some deeper stuff. But NASA's using their knowledge to identify first where certain stars are, and things like that. You can look that up. Y'all look that up on YouTube. But my point being is, you could see how that culture and like the things, understanding where we come from and the greatness we come from in hip hop, indigenous, like our ancestors, our near ancestors, that's why I do my libation. It's such a big, important thing for me to bring awareness to other people. I'm using it to motivate people, the struggles I've been through, the struggles my people have been through, but it's also to be like, hey, like,
you can do this too, and this is how you get through your own, giving people trying to give people tools to understand why it's important, maybe to value their culture, Black culture, hip hop culture, So yeah, pretty much it's very important in my process and my art, but also in like trying to teach people. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful, and your song about Black Panther energy as well, I think carried that on.
Indeed.
What was the name of that one again?
Black Panther.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's beautiful. And I feel like, this is an interesting thing because we all come from each of these different cultural backgrounds, and we're brought together by hip hop, and we bring certain elements into that. And I'm looking for, okay, now that we come from these different places, what's the next step for unity within hip hop, and perhaps using that to set an example for the world?
I think in regards to unity, having a collective with a common goal is super important for like the foundation and the structure of the movement, right? Like, what are we doing? What is the bottom line? Like, what are we accomplishing with one fellow swoop, right? And you have to simplify the goal because that means that it can appeal. So it's a very interesting, and that's just my 2 cents,
Cool. I like that. Simplify the goal so it can be have widespread, like mass appeal. Gangstar.
And I also wanted to just give a shout out to just teachers in general. Like, they do God's work, and being patient with children and helping expand their minds, super important, right? Not just children, but anybody. Being patient and having that patience. It's something that's one of my worst traits. I hate to admit it. And I will sit down and try and teach somebody, but it's very difficult sometimes. I get frustrated because I don't want to communicate. Like, I literally want to do other things, and it's kind of selfish of me, right? And so, being around people that are natural teachers, it's good to kind of understand, oh yeah, you're chill. You're literally just trying to help with your energy in the conversation. And that's super interesting, and like I see that perspective shift already happening to me. So
dope.
Unity in hip hop. In my opinion, it comes down to a lot of it comes down to reciprocation. As a promoter, as a rapper, you throw shows, you put people on, you show up on time when you get invited to other events. You can kind of bend over backwards and invite people to your stuff a million times and never hear from them again. And sometimes is what it is. But if I were to hear from you, gosh, I'd put you on another one of my bills. And then, gosh, you'd put me on another one. And boy, wouldn't we be like bouncing around the Bay, doing a bunch of shows together and having a good time, and everyone being on the same bill and like all back together up. And you know what? A lot of rappers aren't the same. I go fast, I go slow, I do other languages. People do trap, people do boom bap, people have crazy conscious stuff, people have dope party music, people have hustler stuff, whatever it is, whatever you want to do, even like kind of sing-songy things. But if it's not my flavor, it's someone's flavor. You know what I mean? And that's fine. And so like, reciprocate, man. I'll put you up as many times as I can until I start to feel like it's just like a lost thread, I don't know. So in my opinion, it comes down to reciprocation and just mutual respect, even if it's not your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
That's something that I had to really build this Check the Rhyme community to understand. I used to be very much a backpack hip hop head, as you could tell from the kind of groups and labels that I'm representing here. And I felt like a lot of old heads that there's certain kinds of hip hop that are kind of destroying the culture or, polluting it into something else. And the one song that's like completely my song that's out there, there's like a lyric video on YouTube, was a Game of Thrones themed mumble rap diss track. And it's like scathing, and everything's a double entendre. Like the Night King is like, the music industry. The White Walkers are the mumble rappers. The regular zombies are like all their fans that they've brainwashed into being stupid. and like Ned
Yo,
Stark,
I gotta
is, like
see this.
Tupac, all that shit. And yeah, I'm just like really, really, really.
My
against
imagination
that,
is
you know?
firing.
Oh yeah, the video is really cool. We got like every single scene referenced in every single bar. I thought it was the coolest shit I did, but it didn't go anywhere, and I got discouraged and didn't make any songs after that. But I was really, really judgmental, you know? And then when I started building the community, I realized that like the world is all vibrational frequency. And whatever resonates with you is the frequency of your consciousness. And it's not that it's better or worse than anything else. So, you know, it's just vibrations. And then I started to realize that some of the things that I saw as weaknesses in my own rapping ability and my own style were the strengths of the things that I wanted to push away, right? And that's kind of like our shadows too. Like our greatest strengths and powers could be coming from parts of ourselves that we push away, and it's about finding a way to integrate that. And in building this community, I've started to learn how do I integrate, you know, even the kind of shit that I hate in hip hop, and not hate it as much. Just say, hey, it's a different frequency, but what can I learn from it?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. At least respect.
You don't explore it, you won't know it.
Yeah. And I think those are two really good points. I like, you know, first off, to keep it like, I try to tie shit together, but to keep like it simple and try to make sure people can comprehend it. That is like a very important thing. I like focus on trying to make sure people can hear my message, and as MCs, we should be. And that's one of the things, you know, you can get a little bit, you can focus on a bunch of different things, but trying to succeed and make sure that there's some ground, right? And that's as far as like building culturally in hip hop and how to, you know, come together in hip hop along the different cultural lines and intersexuality of that shit. And yeah, what you're saying with collabing and actually people working together and actually, you know, it's a lot of clout chasing type of energy and people just trying to get on, and you know, we got to build together. And like that's what you were saying about like actually mending together. That's what hip hop is about, with the DJ, the artist, you know what I mean, the break dancers, you know what I mean,
Dancers,
like
the painters,
MCs, like.
And that's the thing; they'll all want to work with you if you're bringing the movement and the mindset.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden they have a cause, they have a reason to show up.
Oh, for real.
Right.
And real sees real. So as long as you stay consistent and keep doing it, real sees real, and they, you know.
And so, you know, I think like making sure that we like remember that, and remember to like not just get caught up in like trying to, you know, get as much as we can and type of thing, and making sure how can we lift each other up, you know. And I think that comes back to your point too. It's like, you know, I'll give you a story. I was with the top level reggae executive that books a lot of the top reggae acts. I'm not gonna go into it. And he gave me a compliment because I did a big show, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you're so articulate. Your flows are so." He like, "Bro, it's not like the mumble rappers that be like this and that and da da da." You know, this is somebody's not in hip hop. Somebody's, you know, maybe he doesn't understand isn't from the hip hop or black culture, or like just hip hop culture generally. And so I have to explain to him and be like, "Hey, brother, you know, it's just a different, you know, type of thing. You know, content is different, but even that, you know what I mean? It's like somebody's experience, and there's a level of criticalness we can have and respect for the art. You know, we all are in hip hop, and I see it all as hip hop. You know, and to anybody else out there, if you heard me spitting and you're like, "Oh damn, bro, hella conscious," and da da da, I listen to all different types of music, and I have a lot of different life experiences, and I want to work with other people. I'll try to bring people to, you know, to my side of things and try to go to their side of things. And that's how we, you know, that's how we got to build. That's how we got to build with people. And, you know, listening. You can't be in a different place with a different culture that you're not from, not raised with, and if, you know, and not hear them out, and on the same side, not be willing to hear them out, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? There's so much heat and emotion. And that's how we get into funk and stuff like that. And, you know, in show business, but hip hop in general. And bro, the best way is to just like try to slow it down and empathize and be like, okay, wait a minute. I'm just going to give a little bit of leeway for a different place. You don't have to keep it very simple. Don't get too complicated. I'm not from there. I don't know what's going on fully. I'm going to be open to, even if something catches me off guard, even if something makes you feel uncomfortable. We got to start there. Like, be ready. If you're going in a different place, that something may make you feel uncomfortable, that you're not going to understand it, and prepare for it. and be ready to be flexible there. That's how I feel like it's the one of
We
the
have
main,
to be so adaptable.
That's one of the main things.
We have to be so adaptable as artists because there's literally 100 things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
just building with like, how do we like work together in this culture from different places and different walks of life, and like, hearing each other out, trying to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
And returning a favor, bro. Like, put in the same work that you see people put into you.
a lot of people want to have open hands and then they don't want to, remember.
Fact, yeah.
Yeah, it's been really interesting, building this Check the Rhyme community because it's not always easy to, get people to reciprocate, as you were talking about earlier, or to see this bigger vision. But my whole thing is when the tide rises, it raises all ships, right? And there are certain parts of hip hop that I didn't personally gravitate to as much, like the dance, like the fashion, like graffiti. And there are spaces for those in the community, but of course I'm not in those spaces, so I haven't connected with many artists for that. So anybody that's out there, if you have connections with dancers, with graffiti artists, we want to bring all these elements in, turntablists. We want them all in one place so that whenever somebody needs something for a show, for a collaboration on a track, or for a music video, it's going to be a one-stop spot for everything. Say, hey, I need a dope break dancer for this music video. Put that in the breakdancing channel, the dance channel, or, let's have some events that are people breakdancing, but with local artist music and maybe some performances. Like, we can build that.
That sounds awesome.
And that's the vision. So I love everything that you're talking about. I also love that Alana, who does so much to make everything work here in the complex and is currently up in the chat, chatting with everybody out here. I didn't catch this earlier in the conversation, but I want to bring it out because it's super dope. I love when Kensho Kuma rapped in Japanese on our show a few years ago. And shout out to New Jersey Wildcat, who's been here for many of our shows and is always bringing great energy to the chat. Said, that sounds majorly awesome. And it was. Kensho Kuma raps in English, raps in Japanese. Also a teacher. So a lot of different threads that we've talked about, incorporating that culture in, just like you are.
That's awesome. I've actually seen Kensho Kuma on a couple bills, and I've been meaning to go to those shows and haven't made it yet.
Oh, hell.
So I'm meaning to come check it out soon, man.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about you.
That could be interesting to get like 3 bilingual MCs on one track from different cultures, rapping in English and their language.
That'll fit all
I'm
316s
trilingual.
Eh?
I'm trilingual.
Okay.
Bilingual.
Yeah, right.
You can speak more than one language.
I love
we
that.
could do this right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like we're running up on time, but I want to make sure each of you get a chance to talk about anything you want the people to know about what you got going on, what you got coming out. Make sure that everybody follows and supports every one of these incredible artists. So we'll go down the line. Let's start with Neema MC. Tell us, any updates, anything that they got to keep an eye out for, any last announcements you want the people to know.
Definitely. Yes, perfect timing. Just recently, we finished up the cover arts and the master, but me and another rapper from San Francisco, I think he moved to Sacramento. I got to check in with him, but I believe he's a San Francisco-based rapper named The Ghost. Shout out to The Ghost. Talented guy, super awesome set, extremely energetic. He wrapped up the cover art for me. We have a song together coming out called Home. It's my second collab as Neema MC. First one was with 1AM. This one's coming out on October 17th. It's called Home. It's awesome. He does the hook. He does a bridge. He does a verse. I come in on my one verse that he left me, so I come in extra hard on it, and it's really good. I'm super proud of it. It's just kind of like very homey, conscious, kind of going back to your roots sort of song, sort of on a dope trap beat, and his cover art is fire. I'm going to release everything tomorrow, so perfect timing. Yeah, I just kind of got that going, so it'll be called Home. It's coming out. Neema MC and The Ghost, October 17th. Thank you.
Oh, word, yeah. So, no worries. I have the last track that I'll be performing. It's called Cooking, and I'll be releasing that in the next couple of weeks. It'll be my first single for an album that I'm trying to release at the these holiday endings of the year. And so, that's called Soul Food. And some of the tracks that you heard from this performance will be on there. And so keep a lookout if you follow me on Al Bundi 7. That's Al Bundi with the I 7. On Instagram, I'm going to be tracking my progress and releasing all these things and the new shows that'll be coming up. And you do have a couple of shows coming up too, right? And we might be.
That's right.
Possibly. No, go ahead.
I was gonna let it go down the couch and come back, but
Okay.
On top of the single, we got an amazing show coming to Oakland at the Elbow Room on November 22nd. We have Ninth Prince, Dub Esquire, myself, Triana Feruza, as you mentioned earlier, and we're in the works of getting Al on the bill. So we're gonna try to get. That's gonna be an amazing show. Ninth Prince, as you know, from Killer Army, extremely talented group. Rumor. We don't know if it's going to be him solo or bring some others. I think it's just going to be him solo, but we're going to hopefully have try some others come. So should be a good one. December 20th, same spot. We have Tosh from the Alcoholics, Sunspot Jones, and MC Wicks from Fresno that I've been following for a long time. And again, just like Kensho Kuma, I've been meaning to catch you and say what's up, and you're an amazing MC. So MC Wicks is on that bill, and myself again, and Dub. So 2 amazing shows coming to Oakland. And keeping the ball rolling there.
Yeah, so
shout out to Dub ESQ.
I'm excited to see y'all perform.
Yeah, and like I said, hopefully we're gonna incorporate Al on all those bills and kind of keep this again reciprocate and keep the culture moving.
Yeah, so that'll be some of the shows coming up, and then you guys just follow me on Instagram, and you'll see a bunch of different updates. Some coming through it.
Yo, so shout out to Neema MC and Al Bundi. Fucking killed it today. Just truly a blessing to be able to be sharing the stage with y'all. So I wanted to say that. Thank you, Chi, for being so gracious and being such a good host. And George, you're clearly God.
Dude, shout out George. You took care of it tonight.
Good shit, bro.
You know, I'm Klypkut, Klypkut. I got on my chain right here, you know. And I just wanted to let y'all know that we're really just doing a lot of grassroots stuff, right? I want to be in the trenches. I want to be able to understand the game on so many different levels because I know that it takes so much to get this show on the road, literally. You know what I mean? Like the whole goal is a world tour here, right? So I signed to Money Train Management. I'm working with Tippy Morgan. I'm working with DOA. Young Activist got his own streaming thing going on. And then we're working with even J-Raw, you know, and he's blessing us with some of his tracks. He got some crazy shit popping off too. But a lot of our Vegas artists, like we got a good group, we got a good collective that we're able to really just pump out music. And obviously shout out G6, business partner and music manager. Unfortunately, you know, he had some issues with his mother, so he couldn't make it out today. But, you know, blessings and prayers out to G and his mom. You know I love you, dog. And, yeah, with that being said, I've been in a couple rooms thanks to some amazing people putting me on. In Vegas, I've been able to talk to people at Universal, Interscope, Coca-Cola, and those are just due to the opportunities that I literally put myself in, and I wouldn't take no as an answer, right? Like, and then people started taking me seriously. And you just got to put your best foot forward every day. You just got to show up and put that energy in, right? Like, I want it this bad. That's why I'm up for 2 days driving 20 hours to get here and still trying to keep my commitments to my best friends, right? Because we all got a life. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I sensed that, you know, in some of our conversations leading up to this, that, you basically really wanted this opportunity. And that was a big part of why I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So, that kind of hunger is important. And I feel that from everybody here. And we are going to get to turn what you said, that they killed it, into not a past tense, because they're going to be killing it on the stage right now. We're going to do a grand finale with everybody. All right. So Stick around. We'll be right back. Enjoy this from a touring artist that blessed our stage, Zane Marie. She is a rapping grandma, and she is fly as fuck. Came here with the Ice Cream Tour and is really fucking dope. All right, so we'll be right back with one final grand finale song from each artist. Let's go.
Let's go. Grandma.
Let's go.
And it's one more thing I want you to know.
What's that, ma'am?
That if you ever need a friend.
Yeah. What else did she said? This what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. What? This what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. Hey. This what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. This what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. What else did she say? Ain't that what y'all say? I know the activation of the right brain is to play an instrument or just paint things. I guess that's why they call me little insane. Just be who you are, stay in your lane. Know the right and left side has got the magic. I seen it with my own eyes, they call them mad. Man, now I'm to magging. You know that things just don't happen. That's what she said when she got him in her bed. Oh shoot, this is what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. Ew. This is what she said when she got him. Yeah. And now she got him in her. Hey. This is what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. This is what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her head, heart, legs, bread, soul, mind, spirit, led. We know the biggest fear is the unknown. Some believe a story that they're going home. If the kingdom is here in heaven's in earth, it's attainable to have, just gotta do the work. What is it worth? All the flirting and twerk. Dude acting hurt cause I'm on team smirk. Peeling back the layers of this introvert. Got me talking rhythm nights right before the end. Search shit. And now she got him in her. Hey, that's what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. Hey, that's what she said when she got him. And now she got him in her. That's what she said when she got him. Yeah, and now she got him in head, heart, leg, spirit, so, my, I'm fair.
Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome to the Complex here in beautiful downtown San Francisco. I am your pal, Steve Ward Moore, and this is What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show. Each episode features hilarious and insightful interviews with local Bay Area celebrities. Also, the people behind the scenes of the coolest venues and events happening in the Bay Area. We have a brand new house band that comes in to perform live for us right here and for you at home on your devices. Join us every other Monday, twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Be a part of the revolution, be a part of the family, and you never know who's gonna stop by the studio over here.
If you love music and you love friends, you will love being FM, where the DJs are nice and the songs are good, and it's right in your neighborhood. So if you love music and you love friends, listen to BFF.FM.
Soundwaves, the long-running Bay Area music brand, is partnered with the Complex Recording Studio in San Francisco to showcase weekly live performances shot at the Complex SF and to further shine a light on the wild, wonderful Bay Area music scene. Watch full episodes at soundwavestv.com or at 1077thebone.com. Find out more about the Complex at thecomplex-sf.com.
Do you like vintage clothing? We like vintage clothing. You should buy vintage clothing and stuff here at Heads or Tails. Not sure what to get your friends for their birthdays? Get them some sweet-ass accessories. They have zines for you avid readers and the Bay Area's hottest music. Check out this rack of vintage clothing. Buy it! Buy it all! Buy it here at Heads or Tails Collective in Oakland.
All right, we are back. I hope you like Zane Marie, aka Zane 1, and all the amazing artists that came through on the ice cream tour, like Esperanzita and Kiddo, and man, that was a great show. And shout out to Alana saying that she wants to see more ladies' nights here at the complex. So if you want to see that too, make sure that you're following us. Make sure that you are subscribed. If you want to support us, $6 a month helps us to keep doing this and pushes us further up in the algorithms for the Twitch gods. So please do that. And if you don't want to spend your money, but you want to take money away from a billionaire, well, why don't you hook up your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch? You get 1 free subscription, so you could set that for the Complex SF. It helps us out, and it really supports us in able to provide all these refreshments to the artist and continue to do what we do. All the fog machines, you know, all the electricity for the lights, we need it, so yeah, please subscribe. It makes a big difference to us. We really appreciate every single subscriber that we've got. All right, so we've had an epic night, a deep conversation. We've had amazing performances from all three, Klypkut, Neema MC, and Al Bundi. And now we are ready for the grand finale. Back to back to back, we've got some of their biggest hits, and we're going to hit them with you right now. So it's the grand finale at the Complex SF. Check the rhyme. Klypkut, Neema MC, Al Bundi. Let's go.
Yo, y'all. Shout out Aaron Scott, Kansas City brother. I wrote this song. Well, with him, he taught me how to record. I miss you, dog. And I miss all my fallen brothers. This is for y'all. And we out here. Shout out Neema, shout out Check the Rhyme, shout out Al Bundi. 1A, serve it up, and discussions. Fuck it up, blow it up, flexing on your function. Repercussions, haters tossing punches, all this fussing. Leave you nothing, leaving with your girlfriend onto something. 1A, serve it up, and discussions. Fuck it up, blow it up, flexing on your function. Repercussions, haters tossing punches, all this fussing. Leave you nothing, leaving with your girlfriend onto something. Don't you suckers love it? Fuck a budget or I'm flexing now in public. All up on it, on a garments, turn the faucet. Now I'm dripping like some water. Molly doctor want the order, cross the border, all deported, teleported to my throne, bitch. Bitch, I'm on top like pop. Now you know everything, got the game in lie. Yeah, I'm killing it, you can come and see the spot. Come and see the spot, yeah, this boy is high. 1A, serve it up, and discussions. Fuck it up, blow it up, flexing on your function. Repercussions, haters tossing punches, all this fussing. Leave you nothing, leaving with your girlfriend onto something. Oh, And I'm fighting all opponents, smoking papers like it's potent. Don't need to move on the motive, got her dripping like she flowing. She wanna come in and get it, like a lotus. She's still growing like a pony. I'ma ride that bitch to heaven and didn't even get to know her. What? Yeah, didn't even get to know her, yeah. And we got everything, you ain't got a clue. I build from the top of my roofs. Chopping, spitting game shit, that's just what we do. Taking pills, catching fills, that's what is new. Go and grab a cue, wait in line. Wait in line. One in, serve it up, end discussions. Fuck it up, blow it up, flexing on your function. Repercussions, haters tossing punches, all this fussing. Leave you nothing, leaving with your girlfriend onto something. One in, serve it up, end discussions. Fuck it up, blow it up, flexing on your function. Repercussions, haters tossing punches, all this fussing. Leave you nothing, leaving with your girlfriend onto something. Ay. Kansas City original, that's unreleased, y'all. He named that instrumental Duppy. That'll be coming out soon.
Hey yo, let's switch gears a little bit. Give it up for my man. All y'all at home, give it up. Hey, this one right here is called Mother Tongue.
This for my motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother that I've never hung. I learned songs from my father that I've never sung. I used to play with my brother, now it's never fun. Hey yo, it's time now, no more toe the line now. Gonna step it up and make my mama shine now. It's for the motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother I've never hung. Salam baby bia bechem bebus. Hang on to your rear, come on, get loose. حرف میزنم spitting in some Farsi. چرا مشکل داری, always trying to harm me. All I wanna do is hook up with the خوشگل. یه زده بدنش دست بدم at the hotel. Can't complain baby, همه چی خوبه. But in my veins baby, همه چی خونه. I'm at the pad with my pad and my خودکار. When I run my rhymes inshallah gonna go far. میخوام برم بالا ولی نسم تو چال. Throw me on the microphone and you're setting it off. Don't wanna get into beef, من میرم زیر زمین. To a خاک, to a gel, bro I'll never be clean and I'll never be seen. So خیالم راحت, whether Farsi or English. I signed the contract for my motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother that I never hung. I learned songs from my father that I never sung. I used to play with my brother, now it's never fun. Yo, it's time now, no more toe the line now. Gonna step it up and make my mom shine now. It's for the motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother I've never hung. All the thoughts in my brain make me divune. I'm laying prostrate in pain to it in khune. چرا سر من گیج میره, I don't know. چقدر تون زندگی میگذره, gotta go. My lyrics flowing like the waves to a دریا. Hey, don't be living for today but for فردا. خیلی ترسناک when you stuck with bad thoughts. دست نزن تناب, listen to the sad song. تو ره خون گرم چرا ندارم. So don't lag, move fast, call your mom and dad. Every day هر روز on the telephone. It's not an if but when you lose your center stones. دل من تنگ, thinking about the past. Soul tiny bag, now we talking class. چرا man's out when confronted with my demons. But چقدر man doubt, cause I never seem to beat them. For my motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother that I never hung. I learned songs from my father that I never sung. I used to play with my brother, now it's never fun. Hey yo, it's time now, no more toe the line now. Gonna step it up, make my mama shine now. It's for the motherland, since my mother tongue. I got some pictures of my mother I've never fucking hung.
Hey, word up. Stay tuned, Al Bundy's coming next.
Okay, yeah. I might. You know, that's what we doing up in here. You know, I want to give a shout out to Klypkut, the Persian butter, bruh. Like, we just cooking. It's getting hot in here, right? That's that sizzle. Whipping, whipping, whipping. We whipping. She too, whipping, whipping, whipping. We whipping. George too. We whipping, whipping, whipping. Whipping. When you create something, you're whipping, whipping, whipping. Whipping. So whip it, whip it, whip it. Whip it, whip up that shit. Whip it, whip it, whip it. Whip it, whip it. Mama taught me how to whip it. Grandma taught me how to whip it. My papa taught me how to whip it. And they got me all up in the kitchen. I'm wigging out. Drama got me in the kitchen. I'ma flip it with the rhythm now. I'ma serve with the rhythm now. Mixing dishes, then I dish it out. Dinner's finished any minute now. And I can tell that you're ready. Don't get no break when I'm chefing, but I break the bread and the fatty up. I'ma whip it till I break my wrist, and then they break the bait to get a taste of it. I'm just making a vibration lift. Break an eighth and then I blaze a spliff. I'ma say it safe to say it's lit. If you ain't new, then you know. I'm making moves with the stove. I got that food for the soul. I got the food for the soul. I made it do what it does. I made them know what it was. Don't make me plug up the oven. Please don't make me have to mix it up. Please don't make me have to turn up the heat when I grab it, knob it, twist it up, and I'ma say it's safe to say it's lit as fuck. Is you with the shit or what? Closed minds don't ever get fed. I cook while you rest in your head. My flow be like breakfast in bed. Woke up on the set with some bread. I'ma break it like a fraction. I'ma flip it like a spatula, and I'ma whip it back to Africa. I might have wrote this on the papyrus. I might just go and feed your mind and sell it, then they try to throw it in the pamphorus. Until I know you had a lunch. That's off the top like an addict, but I'm a master chef cause I'm a master of it. Bitch, I came a long way from Captain Crunching just to feed the masses when I crack an oven. They always act like we ain't matter much. Well, shot the Nipsey cause I had to hustle and come at your stomach till it had the hunger, and it's coming faster than a rabbit humping. I just wanna see our people win. Fuck the beef, then I'ma keep it zen. If they hate, they don't get a plate, but that's okay, cause they can still eat a dick. Yeah. I'ma serve with the rhythm now. Then it's finished any minute now, and I can tell that they ready. I don't get no break when I'm chefing, but I break the bread and the fatty up. I'ma whip it till I break my wrist, and then I break the bait to get a taste of it. I'm just making a vibration lift. Break an eighth and then I blaze a split. I'ma say it safe to say it's lit. If you ain't new, then you know. I'm making moves with the stove. I got that food for the soul. I got that food for the soul. You could die if you don't know you died. And if you knew what I know, then I know that your soul is shining bright as ultraviolet. And the truth is you ain't gotta know who I am. No, I'm the food for the soul provider. If you know me, then it's no denying. Then I'm in that kitchen like a home appliance. In that kitchen's in the studio that I'm in. Fuck a diamond, I'll enlighten you. And any venue I'm arriving to, because I turned this bitch into my dining room. I'ma serve him like a diner do. And if it's barbecue, I'll bring the fire through it. And if you don't get it started, I'ma do it. Cause my saliva's like some lighter fluid. Promise I'ma save a mind with music, mine to move a million miles a nine to it. I'ma whip it like your mama used to when they biting quicker than piranhas chewing. In the bait is the base, to be done but we ain't till you scraping the plate. I catered to souls and they savor the taste. I told you it's nothing like wages and slaves. I get reparations on stage. We gon' take it down, give it up. All my niggas was reppin' the gang, banging like it ain't a different route. Oh, you crippin' now, oh, you pippin' now. Might not be right, but it's right for us. When I put that soul food inside your stomach like a glutton until you feel the itis coming. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all having me. Allowing us to cook up here. Spreading hip hop. You know, supporting the culture. Man, much love.
Man, what a show. I mean, how often do you get to see a show like that, live music like that on a Sunday night? Man, that's beautiful. What a way to wrap up that week, get me pumped up and inspired for the next one. I thank y'all for being here with us. Every one of you means so much to this movement. If you appreciate what we're doing, please spread the word. This grassroots movement where we're not sponsored by corporations, there's no agenda trying to push us forward because we're actually creating something that might change the status quo. We need people to spread the word. Tell your friends. If you've got people that would be great for performing on this showcase, make sure they join the Check the Rhyme community. And we're gonna make change, one little vibration at a time. And that's what we did here tonight with all of these artists. We've got so much coming up for you. I want you to make sure that you know about it. Coming up tomorrow, we got Josiah Flores and Noel and the Deserters coming from Tiny Telephone, presented by White Crate, San Francisco. You could buy tickets or you could watch here for free. It's a great reason to subscribe, to follow, because we got more tomorrow. All right, and then we've also got on the 17th our next episode of Talking Schmidt with Thea. Make sure you tune in for that. And we've got, just 2 days after that. Man, 2 days between each one of these shows. It's incredible. We've got MacArthur Maze, Oakland's finest group, on the rise. An entire show spotlighting that group. We don't do that often here with Check the Rhyme. That's how special it is. Make sure you put that on your calendar. 19th, 7 o'clock. All right, then after that, on the 22nd, we've got our next episode of What's Poppin', hosted by Steve Wardmore. It's the best talk show in the Bay Area, and that's with Lee Hoffman and Kevin O'Connell as guests. So make sure you tune in that 7 o'clock on Monday. And then just 2 days later, we've got Wacky Wednesday at Vesuvio. You can go out to Vesuvio in person, or you could tune in here. And one of our favorite members of the Bay Area hip-hop community, Z-Man, is coming out. He's a father. Congrats to him and Lil Flower Nasty. And he'll be out there rocking Wacky Wednesdays at Vesuvio, which you can watch right here. And on the 28th, we've got Toys Rap Battle League with B Nasty, a whole lineup of incredible battles for you. So a lot to get excited about, even more in the works. You won't believe some of the things that I'm cooking up for you right now with Freestyle Flow Fest and with some of these artists that have been reaching out to me wanting to perform. So please be a part of this family. Make sure that you are tapped into @check_DA_rhyme. More importantly, the link in the bio where all the magic happens. And at the Complex SF on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram. It's one place for you to go for everything you need in the Bay Area arts and entertainment scene. We keep it poppin' over here. I want to thank Alana for being amazing in the chat and just being an amazing human all the time. And I really want to thank George for doing 6 people's worth of work today. I don't know how he did lights and cameras and queuing up the tracks, being the DJ and the sound editing and a whole bunch more things. I think if I said everything George does, we'd be here all day. We'd have a whole show. What does George do? We could do a whole show on that. All right, so thank you. Thank you to Klypkut. Thank you to Neema MC. Thank you to Al Bundi. And thank you to everybody out there. Come hang out with us more often. It's more fun that way. I'm Infinite Chi of Check the Rhyme, and I will catch you in just a few days with MacArthur Maze. Oh, dude, I rhymed right there. That's crazy. All right, peace.
And welcome to the Complex here in beautiful downtown San Francisco. I am your pal, Steve Wardmore, and this is What's Poppin', the Bay Area's arts and entertainment talk show. Each episode features hilarious and insightful interviews with local Bay Area celebrities. Also, the people behind the scenes of the coolest venues and events happening in the Bay Area. We have a brand new house band that comes in to perform live for us right here and for you at home on your devices. Join us every other Monday, twitch.tv/thecomplexsf. Be a part of the revolution, be a part of the family, and you never know who's gonna stop by the studio over here.